You're watching Shop on TV with me, Rob Lock, with an E. Hello, how are you? Good day, good evening, good night. I bid you welcome wherever you are and whenever or however you are watching. I'm Rob Lock, with an E. Oh, with an E. Feel free to follow me at Rob Lock on TV. That's oh, thank you again. At Rob Lock, with an E, on TV, on all my social media, Instagram, what do they call it now? X? What are the other ones? YouTube, Twitch, what have I missed? All of it. It's all at Rob Lock on TV. I love reading my Twitter or my tweet. What do they call them? X's now? Is that what that is? I love reading me X's when I'm in the Uber on the way home. Other ride-sharing services are available. Now, what do locomotives and floors have in common? Absolutely nothing, except when you use steam, because steam, as a very famous lady once said, if it can, what did she say? What did you say? If it can move a train, it can move a stain. And do you know who said that? Do you know who said that? She did. Bev Hare, there she is. I don't even know if we got a shot of her. Oh, I have to go. You'll meet her in a moment. We'll keep the mystery going. This is from Pulte. Pulte are the masters of steam. They're like Frankenstein. He harnessed life from electricity. They've harnessed clean from steam. That's all they specialise in, steam cleaners and irons and vacuum cleaners, and they are an amazing Italian company who produce premium goods at really great prices. Well, actually, I have to say, the price bit is the fact that we deal directly. That was a bit David Brent, that, wasn't it? We deal directly with Pulte, so we cut out all the middle people, and that's why you get these amazing prices. Instead of £179, it's tumbling all the way down to £129 for the SV610 style 2-in-1 steam mop with integrated portable cleaner and accessories. Well, it is an integrated portable cleaner, and it comes with all of those accessories which we will go over. Essentially anywhere in your home that you might want to clean, or home or caravan or motorhome or office, shed, outhouse, you've got the nozzle, the attachment, the lance, the whatever to do it. But of course, the thing about steam is it kills germs dead. Anything over 100 degrees, and this produces steam at around about 120 degrees, superheated dry steam will kill up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria, odours, because they're basically bacteria. But odours are just bacteria farts. It's true. And also viruses. Viruses are those nasty things. If you get viruses on your floor, it's a way, using steam is a way to sanitize. Clean, sanitize, deodorize, disinfect, etc. It's been a long week, and so when I get tired, my brain, to keep me awake, makes me very silly. So watch out, Bev, and everybody watching. By the way, please come play along. We are live if you want to be part of the show, studio at ShopOnTV.co.uk. How are you doing today? Tell us about your day. Maybe you've got one of these steam cleaners and you'd like to give a testimonial as to how amazing it's been for you. Tell me a joke. Tell me something I don't know. And there isn't much. Just be part of the show. Why not? You don't have to. You can just sit there passively and enjoy the comedic stylings of me and Bev and a steam cleaner. This is Bev Hare. Hello, my lovely. Everybody. I want to give you a kiss because you've been amazing this last this week or month, actually, 3 months, years. This lady is dubbed the Queen of Clean, but I'm trying to think of something to do with steam that we can give her a title that also includes royalty. So if you want to, feel free to send in some suggestions. So what else is there? What other? There's the princess of Preen. Oh, no, that doesn't work. No. The Duchess of Dirt? No, definitely not that one. You get the idea. Something to do with steam. Yeah. Answers on a postcard, as they used to say. There you go. Right, Bev. Before I just completely lose it, let's just let's go over to you, and you can tell us all about this. We have had a long. I know that you're watching at home. You don't know we have had a long week. We've been getting ready for something very exciting that I can't tell you anything about just yet. No. So watch this space. Yeah. Okay. So, what's it all about, Bev?
Oh. Well, steam cleaning. The thing is, you're going to get all.
Oh, I already said that.
Sorry, going to get all your home cleaned And it's not going to cost you an absolute fortune.
No.
Because normally you spend about £350 to £400 a year on cleaning products.
And now you don't have to. This
Nope.
potentially could prevent you from ever having to buy a cleaning product again. Just use the water in your tap. And this, so it's 129 quid, but it's money you're going to spend on cleaning products anyway.
Absolutely.
So consider it an investment in your cleaning future.
Right, is this your normal method at home of cleaning your floors? Mop and bucket? Yes, stand
Back to half pen and
way
ink, Bev.
past, because I get it everywhere. But
Sorry, I've been watching that The Gentleman on Netflix, so everything's Cockney rhyming slang at the moment.
the thing is, this is probably what you do, is get a mop and bucket, fill it with water, stick the mop in, and hope for the best. And the trouble is with this, all you're doing is literally wiping it with a dirty surface. And
Yes.
unfortunately, what happens is it over wets the floor. Oh dear.
That was,
it's died
yeah, we'll just
in the
leave that
corner.
there.
Yeah, we'll just ignore that, shall we? That one. Now, this one heats up in under a minute, okay?
Right.
So, we're going to put that on. This is 120 degrees, okay? So, we have got sanitizing. Now, if I start in this corner and I go all the way across to that other corner, I have sanitized that corner right up into there. But as you see, it will start to dry. It will evaporate completely without any smears. You can see either side where the watermarks will be from all that cleaning product that we've used in that water.
Yes.
And already it's starting to dry.
The thing is, I would demonstrate with the mops over there now, but the thing is that... No, you don't have to bend down to get... Oh, don't touch it with your hands. Remind me not to shake your hand at the end.
No, okay.
Okay, may I borrow it for just a second? I'd like to
You
demonstrate
certainly
something.
do, yeah.
So let's imagine for a minute that is a new mop head, brand new.
Yeah, yep.
And then you get a fresh, clean bucket of hot water and you put your, half a bottle of disinfectant in, because nobody ever follows the instructions, do
No,
they?
not
So
at
when
all.
that comes out for the very first time, it's full of germ-cleaning disinfectant.
Yes.
If that's what you use, and there are no germs, apart from latent germs or whatever, in the head.
Yep, yep.
So you put it on the floor.
Yep,
Let's say that floor was covered in germs. Maybe you put chicken juice all over the place.
yep.
That there is probably the only bit of the floor that is going to stay clean, because disinfectant, touch floor, clean mop head, no germs in it. It's mopped up those germs there, and the disinfectant, we hope, we don't know,
Yes.
but we hope,
We hope, yeah.
has done its job.
Yep.
But then what you so that's that. So then, of course, what you do is you take that off, you throw the mop head away, you get a clean mop head, you refill the bucket, you put clean disinfectant in,
Yes.
and then you go back and then you do that bit, don't you?
Yeah.
And then you throw that mop head away, and then you empty it, and
Yeah,
you get more,
yeah,
and you
that's
keep
exactly
doing
what
that,
you should.
because otherwise, if you don't do that, the second you do that, all the germs that are there that haven't been killed,
Yes.
that are now in the mop head, are now spread all the way across the floor,
Exactly.
and more germs have been picked up that maybe the disinfectant can't deal with, because
Yes.
it's already been dealing with the other germs.
Absolutely.
And then eventually, you pick up the germs there, and then you.
Yep.
So what you effectively do is you spread the germs
Even
all the
all the
way,
way
even where
round.
there weren't
Yep.
germs, maybe all around the floor, and then you go, oh look, it's clean. Well, it's not. It's not necessarily clean. It's certainly not dry.
No, not at all.
And then you walk away. And you think, hey, clean floor. And then the next thing you know, Matilda, who's 3 years old,
Yep.
is crawling on there, and then she's sticking her hands in her mouth.
Yep.
And you think,
I
it's
know.
all right, I mopped, it's clean.
And not only that, it's got product on and she's putting that in her mouth. So if you clean
Right.
it with bleach, that can't be good. Pets also absorb whatever you've put on the floor through the pads of their paws. So again, it's not good.
Yeah.
But also that water's getting cooler as you're using it.
Sure.
So it's becoming less effective.
Yes.
With this one, it will maintain its temperature. All the time there's the water in there, you've got it switched
And
on.
again, it's over 100 degrees, 120
Yep,
degrees, isn't it?
120
So
degrees.
that strip there, because it's almost instant, isn't it? The second the steam
Yep.
hits the germs and the bacteria and the viruses
Yes.
and the mould and spores and things, it kills them straight away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that one strip has now
Been sanitised.
sanitised that floor.
Absolutely.
And you know it has,
But isn't that
99.9%.
a lot easier
Yeah.
than having to struggle with the mop and bucket. I mean, let's get this out the way because I know with
Well,
this...
it's a
you're gonna
hazard
do-
anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is a hazard. Now, if you've got stubborn stains on the floor, you've actually got a little scrubbing brush at the back, as you can see there. So consequently, that will help to remove those sudden stains. But what I suggest you do is just hold the steam over that surface just for a few seconds. Let it start to break down that dirt and it comes off so easy.
Have you ever had a steam burn?
Yes, I have. I've still
Much worse because obviously steam is hotter than water. That's how it becomes steam.
Yes.
Can be really nasty. I mean, it can literally melt the flesh. If it was a really bad one, could melt the flesh off of your you know,
it is.
off your body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Point being, if you've got fats, oils, tar, sticky residue, I mean, what's the steam doing to that? It's doing the same thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's emulsifying, basically.
And it's also helping
stuff
to
down.
take that dirt because it stays onto the cloth.
Yeah.
That cloth doesn't transfer it from one surface to the next. It holds it into position on that cloth.
Plus, also because the steam's gone through all the dirt, it's killed all the germs.
Yeah.
So even though there's the coloured residue of the dirt and the physical residue of the dirt, the nasties that are in it, they've all been killed, or 99.9% of them. So you're not moving the germs around the floor. Do you see the difference?
Yeah, absolutely. Now also things like grease, or if you core engine oil, that sort of thing that gets spilt on the floor, you can actually use this on a sealed wooden floor. So look how it cuts through that engine oil. I mean, that wasn't hard work. I didn't have to get down on the hands and knees. It just literally melted.
Yeah. But it could be candle wax.
Yes.
It could be crayon. It could be mascara. It could be lipstick. It could be fake tan. It could be fat from your roasting tin.
Yes. Oh, I once did that in the kitchen. I dropped it just as I was getting out the oven, and it went absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because I've got
you got another. But also, you know, around, I don't know about you, but where my hob and my cooker is, certainly the hob. If I'm stir frying and I do a lot of hob type stuff, cooking, you get spatters and they all collect around the area around. So this is a great way of getting rid of all of that residue as well.
Also, think about your cooker hood.
Yeah.
Because you can actually separate this into two and make it handheld, and now you can then
But it doesn't smell. It doesn't smell though. It doesn't smell like that horrible old mop. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. And the thing also with this is because it's super dry heated steam, not only are you sanitizing the surfaces, but also what you're doing.
Oh, look, see the handy little foot.
You see, you don't even have to touch the cloth.
No.
No.
And those just go in the washing machine?
Yeah, they're ready for going in the washing
Well, how many
machine.
of those? You get a couple, isn't it?
You get a couple of those. You
yeah.
also get all the socket. Everything that I'll be using today, you will get in your kit.
Because this is a 2-in-1. It does go from an upright machine into a handheld machine that you can use, you know, things. You'd have to buy bleach now to go around the rim of the toilet because there's a nozzle attachment for that.
Yes.
You don't have to buy window cleaner or shower screen cleaner because there's an attachment for that. You know, there's an attachment for absolutely almost every eventuality you can think of. We'll go through those in a minute. We've got a graphic actually that shows them all.
Right.
And this is the carpet glider.
Yep, it is. You did. That's lovely. Thank you.
Is it in?
Yep, that's it. It's in. It's done.
So this allows the cloth to glide over the carpet without getting ruched.
And also for your mattresses as well. You can use it for your 3-piece suite, your mattress. Now, put a clean cloth on because I want to show you how this lifts the dirt up from the base of that carpet. It also neutralizes odors, so it kills bacteria at soil. But one of the things also is viruses. It helps to eliminate certain viruses, and that's something that I think is very important, especially at this time of year.
Because when you sneeze and stuff, I assume that does all those germs, they just go and settle on your carpet or your floor, don't they? I don't know exactly how long viruses can survive outside of the body, but it must be a while because I know with COVID there was a whole. I don't know if you remember the time frame on that.
Yes.
But just as an example, I'm no virology expert, but what I'm saying is that if there is anything nasty in your carpet or on your floor or on your surfaces, this is the chances are this is going to zap it. Up to 99.9% of all of that stuff will be killed almost immediately, almost instantly with the steam.
Absolutely. Now, the thing is with it, that carpet looked clean.
Yeah.
But you can see that faint bit, that's the dust that gets trapped in. That's also the pollen that we bring in on our feet.
Well, when we come in the front door and we walk through the living room, how many steps did you say it is?
7.
7 steps to take all of the dirt off your, what are those things on the end of your feet? Shoes. And then go into the carpet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you may have been into the public toilets. You know, you've walked through, you've walked down the street, you know, with animals. You walk the dog. I mean, you come in.
Yeah.
We've all done it. It's raining. You've probably got some things in your hand. You rush in the house, and before you know it, 7 steps doesn't take long.
No, it doesn't.
And then you've wiped off whatever's under your feet onto the carpet. But if you've got your steam mop, you know full well that you can tackle that bacteria and also whatever dirt that you bring into it.
Shall we? I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'll tell you what. I'll stand back.
Okay.
Can you just point out, or in fact, I'll
Shall I
swap
go that
places
side?
with you.
Yes, why not? Shall I go this side?
Would you mind just going through all the attachments, and then we'll go over to the counter and we'll actually show you how to use them.
Yep. We've got a long lance, which will now, it gives you that little bit extra reach. The brush will fit onto the lance if you want it to, or if not, it'll go directly onto the unit. You've got all this shape brush. This is absolutely fantastic for grouting.
So that was the lance, that was the little mini brush,
You've also got a triangle brush, which will get into the corners. That's fantastic for around your bath.
Yeah.
Also, you've got this large one, which is the same size as your plug hole, so therefore you can get down and clean the drains. Also with that, it's rounded on the end, so it's extra scrubbing without easier.
But it's plug hole shaped as well, isn't it? It's chamfered on the edges.
That's exactly. Also, you've got your angle tool here, which that goes underneath the rim of the toilet, or round the cooker controls, all the
or where the cooker joins the worktop, where the sink joins the worktop, and you get all that dirt trapped.
Absolutely, around the back of the taps, all those. Now this one is a 2-in-1 brush. It's also got your squeegee here with, if you can just see the rubber that's down at the bottom.
Yeah, so that's for your windows and whatnot.
That's for your windows. Then you can put the socket on, which it comes with. Then you can do your worktops, your kitchen cupboards, your upholstery, all those areas. Now this one is my favourite tool. I'll just take that off and you can see the shape of it. Okay, and then also you've got the little socket, which is all washable, that fits on the end. This is fantastic for doing down your radiators. And also you can do your Venetian blinds. Now be very careful with your
plantation
Venetian blinds,
shutters. Yeah, go on.
Because some of them, if they're the plastic ones, you're working at 120 degrees.
They might melt.
But wooden ones and things like that, you're absolutely fine. But if you're in any doubt, always test a little area first before you do it. But that gets down the side of, you know, the washing machine, round underneath where the soap gets stuck. You can get underneath there. Oh, there's so many.
The overflow hole.
Yes, any area that you struggle with, it just gives you that extra reach. And the steam comes out both sides of that, which I'll show you. This extension hose here fits onto the end, because if you don't want to hold the unit, you can actually sit the unit down and just use the hose, which all of those attachments will fit on.
Or you can reach high. If you do hold the unit, you'll see we've got a little sort of a montage of pictures where you can hold it in your hand. It's like the sort of the astronauts where they hold their pack, but then, you know, and then they've got the hose that you can reach up high or reach down low.
I think they've thought of everything. You've also got your carpet glider, and of course it turns into a steam mop. So I think it's fantastic.
And 2 cloth sweep, buy more if you want.
Yes.
I mean, it is absolutely chock-a-block, replete really, with just about everything you could possibly want for £129. Feel free to go and check the prices online. We believe we are market beating because we deal directly with Pulte, and that means that we cut out all the, you know, there's no advertising, we're not paying wholesalers and, you know, all these different layers of markup that everybody adds on when it goes from the manufacturer eventually to the shop where you buy it from.
Yes.
William's watching. Hi, William. How you doing?
Hi, William.
From County Antrim, he says, hello, Rob. And Bev, the Princess of Pulte. Or the Supreme Steam Queen.
Oh, I like that one.
He's had a Pulte Vaporetto steam iron for over 2 years.
Oh,
we've got one coming up, actually. And he says, say that what now? It goes over light tops belonging to his granny and his jeans. And you don't have to change the temperature.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, he said you have to buy a Pulte because they will change your life. It's true.
Yeah,
it is true. And he asked if there are any Poulty items online to view. Yes, there are at shopontv.co.uk. There are loads of them. In fact, we've got the VE3030 coming up shortly,
Yes.
which is a steam iron that doesn't even have a temperature knob.
No.
Here's the website. Look now, look at this. So we've got vacuums. We've got all kinds of lovely things. And then a book by Donald Trump, it seems. Too many jokes. Too many jokes.
You can never
Anyway,
have too many.
you know what he'd say about the Poulty, wouldn't you?
What?
It's the best vacuum. It really is the best. It's going to do really well.
Very good. Very good. I'm so impressed.
I'm not an impressionist. I don't think
You
that
are.
probably
I
was
think that's
absolutely
very good.
terrible. To get the idea.
Yes.
Anyway,
Well, it impressed me.
I used to love him on The Apprentice. He was, you know, Alan
Was he?
Sugar, who does The Apprentice here. He did it in
Yes.
America. He was the original when the show was created.
Oh, was
And he was great on that, yeah.
Ah, did
My opinion changes the more closer he moves towards presidency, but I don't get involved in politics or,
No.
or religion, certainly not on TV.
No, not at all. Right,
Now.
this is your handheld, okay? So if you imagine that was the handle,
Yeah.
okay? Would you mind passing me that, please,
Certainly.
sir? Thank you.
Yes.
And that part was your mop, okay?
Right, so that, yeah, so you
So
press
that
the
fits
button.
inside that. So there's a button on the back. So you press that to release
Yeah,
it.
that comes
also, there is a button on the back of here,
Yeah.
and you press that to release that. So that turns that into a handheld.
Yes.
Okay. Now with this, you also get the hose part
Yes.
about it. Now, if you don't want to sit and hold that, okay, you now have got
Oh, a steam
a
wand.
steam wand, and you can fit any of these tools onto the end of the steam wand.
Yeah.
So that then can sit on a worktop and you don't have to struggle carrying it. But you can use this part with the tools on as a handheld one if you want.
Yes.
Now, I think with this unit and all the tools that you get, storing something like this, because you've got two in one, you've got a handheld machine and you've also got your steam mop. Because this heats up so quickly in less than a minute, you could keep that underneath the sink ready for those jobs that you need to do when someone spilt something.
Right. Yeah.
Or, you know, you just want to be able to refresh. Let's say you've got a stain somewhere.
And
you
it really does blitz the stains, this thing. I mean, you couldn't, and please don't, you couldn't put a body part next to that nozzle
Oh, no.
without it burning the flesh off of
No,
you.
not at all.
So imagine what it's doing to... Now, a few inches away, actually, it's perfectly fine. But just imagine what it's doing to germs and to stains and...
Yeah.
Even really ground in stuff.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's so easy. You're not having to buy chemicals. If you're lucky enough to have a marble worktop or the granite worktops, then anything that you buy on there, you have to be really careful, because what happens is you will leave a sticky residue on that worktop,
Yeah.
and whatever you're using on that, if you're sticking to it, that means the germs are.
Yeah,
All that dirt goes up onto there.
Yeah.
I've sanitised the whole of that worktop.
I want to, again, I don't mean this to scare you, but I do want to try, if I may, and provide you with some useful information. And this was provided to me, and I didn't believe it, and once I realised it was true, I was horrified. Do yourselves a favour, next time you've got a minute and nothing else to do, go to your... wherever you store your cleaners, and take, for example, let's say you've got an antibacterial kitchen cleaner or bathroom cleaner, right? Read the instructions on the back, because nobody ever follows the instructions, because nobody really ever reads them. You spray and then you wipe off, don't you? Have a look. Some of those cleaners you have to leave on for, in some cases, a few minutes
Yes.
before you remove the residue, in order for the germs that they claim to have killed to have been killed. Same with wipes. You know, you use a wipe, you have to go over it a certain number of times, and only a certain surface, and it's usually just a very small space before you'd ideally need another wipe. So you're spending money on chemicals that most of us are probably not using correctly, per the instructions. So they're not doing the job that you're buying them to do because you haven't done it the way that the chemicals work. And so you're throwing the money away and you're still left and thinking you've got a sanitary surface, and it's not.
No.
Honestly, I don't mean to horrify you, but you might find yourself as horrified as I was when you read the instructions on the bottle. At least follow the instructions, but if you're not going to buy a steam cleaner, but a bit, you know, sometimes 7 minutes was one that I read. 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Spray it on, leave
Who
it for
does
7
that? Who's
minutes
got
before you
time
wipe it
for
off.
that?
I can't remember which one it was.
And also,
I'd bring it in, otherwise. I will. I'll do it, and I'll look next time, and I'll bring it in.
Yeah, please, yeah. Ovens and things like that. I mean, if you've read what it says on the back of those, you know, spray, do not inhale. How can you when you've got your head inside the oven? It's just not possible, is it? But I mean, if you've got your steam cleaner, this will dissolve grease on contact, so you don't have to spend your life scrubbing. Let the steam do it for you.
Yeah.
And then once you've cleaned it and you're satisfied with that, then all you need to do is get a microfiber cloth and just wipe it
now,
away.
Have we still got Leslie's cooker grate?
Okay.
Because Leslie, our producer, brought in her own cooker grate that had genuine dirt from year. And this again, this is genuine. This has not been dirtied up. That is a genuine grill pan. Look at that.
Yeah.
And it's getting cleaner and cleaner. Is this yours as well, Leslie? Ah. That's genuine Leslie dirt.
She is. In fact, she asked for it back because she said, now it's clean, can I have it back?
Can I have it back? Yeah.
But that.
So this is the thing, you know, I'd understand you not spending the £129 if it didn't do as good a job as chemicals.
Absolutely.
Actually, really and truly, in most cases, does a better job. And then you don't have the fumes, you don't have any of the downside of the chemicals.
Yes.
Maybe you're environmentally conscious and don't like to use those. And I have to say, some of the eco-friendly cleaners are okay. I've never really found one that I've found as effective.
No.
Personally, that's just me. But steam is the ultimate eco-warrior, I think, when it comes to cleaning, because it's superheated water. You know what I mean? So
I will say not all steam cleaners are equal.
No.
Because how they produce the steam, for a start, the temperature that they arrive at.
Yeah.
Pulte invented the steam generating system back in 1978. And he produced a system that could produce 120 degrees. Because a lot of steam cleaners might start off as boiling, but as soon as you start to use the tools, they cool down that much, they become less effective.
Can I indulge me for a minute with a moment of being slightly boastful?
Yeah.
But I actually, I worked for the original shopping channel. I'm sure we all know it.
Yeah.
And phenomenal company, one of the best places I've ever worked. And we launched Pulte in this country.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
So most people didn't even know who Pulte were before that particular channel came along. Again, this is genuine Leslie dirt. This is direct from her oven. And not only, I mean, isn't this the hardest thing to clean? But what I wanted to say, Bev, is that after Pulte became successful on the original shopping channel, that's still going today, a lot of my friends still there, the country went mad for steam. So, of course, because Pulte, they have the patents, they invented the technology of the steam generator iron, that's all they make, that's what they focus, that and vacuums. So everybody tried to knock them off.
Yeah, they do.
But the knockoffs, because they can't use the patents and they can't do it exactly the same way, it's always a cheap imitation, or sometimes a very expensive imitation.
Absolutely.
So don't settle for anything less than the original and the best, in my opinion.
And it's such a shame because it gives everything like this a bad reputation. My husband actually launched it in 1993 into this country. And he was passionate about how it cleaned. And I must admit, when I came to look at steam, and I thought, I'm a bit sceptical. I don't think it can get hot enough to do what I want to do. Boy, was I wrong. You know, when you start cleaning, I mean, things like this, your barbecues, it literally just dissolves it.
What's the alternative with that? It's soap and water, and it's a scouring pad. And it never works, does it?
No.
I promise you, ShopOnTV, we will never bring you a steam mop that doesn't, and there are only two we sell, and one of them is the Pulte. Well, actually, three of them are the Pulte. Obviously, Pulte, they're the experts. There's only one other mop that isn't a Pulte, and unless it can produce that superheated dry steam that will kill, and you present that product as well,
Yes.
that will kill the germs 99.9%, done,
Yeah.
dead, gone, finished, over. It won't ever be on this show.
No.
We only we are the shopping show that is dedicated to bringing you the best and the most effective products that really work. We test them very thoroughly. We deal directly with the manufacturers, so we cut out all of those extra layers of profit that would be added on by other companies between
Yes.
manufacturing and retail. So we always keen to get the best prices. We don't always, sometimes we're the same, but most of the time we are way lower in price than anywhere else in the land. And if we can't get a comparable price on the main, whatever the main unit is of what we're selling,
Yes.
then we'll add in extra value as well to make it worth your while. So now you found yourself a little shower head. Now I don't know
did.
where you found that. You found that in the studio.
I
didn't you?
did. I was wandering around. They're doing some work here and they're
Oh, yeah.
modernising some of the rooms.
Yeah.
Just as I walked past, I thought, ooh,
I love that.
shower
I love
head.
that shower head.
I'll borrow that this evening because I know limescale's usually an absolute nightmare
Yeah.
with a lot of things. So what I'm going to say to you is if you use your steam cleaner, you might have to do it a couple of times to chip away at it, but once you've got rid of it, you can keep it free. If it's really stubborn, put some lemon juice on there, leave it for about 20 minutes, then go back and get your steam cleaner and use the steam to get rid of the limescale that's collected into the shower head and all the way around. Now, I've just done that without lemon juice because I couldn't find one of those laying around. And the difference that's taken me just seconds to get rid of, this limescale that is actually attached to this shower head has taken me seconds. So that's what I'm saying is, steam is such a universal cleaner. Shower enclosures, toilets, baths, taps, also tiles, windows, floors. You've got a complete cleaning system in one.
Okay, so apologize, I just stepped off for a sec because we had an email from a customer. So go on, Leslie, tell me the email. So someone who's very cynical, he wants to buy Joe. Okay, Joe, yeah.
Hi,
okay,
Joe.
we're not afraid of cynicism here. Yeah. How come when the tray was which tray?
Which tray? This tray?
Right.
This tray?
So
This
we've
tray?
only demoed this once, haven't we?
Once before, yes.
Oh, once
yeah,
before,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh no, this has been redirted from the very first show.
Okay, and what do you use to redirty it?
Right. Well, fortunately, because there's a kitchen here, we get them to use it when we're not here.
Ah, right.
So therefore, I can say it's genuine dirt.
Right,
We
right.
don't have the other.
And the rest of it was
thing.
genuine. So
Yeah,
which
so
I don't
round-
even know which half was cleaned.
Yeah,
So
well, you
obviously
can
you've
see,
seen the
look.
previous demonstration.
Yeah,
Yeah, look.
yeah.
We use a lot like the flooring. Hang on, no, because now we haven't redirted this tonight. That was genuine.
Yeah.
The steam was. This here is, look, that's not coming off with my finger. That is genuine dirt. You can see that is baked on. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That is baked on dirt. That's not
I've
some.
just done the half of it just to show
All right,
you.
we'll show the rest of it.
Yeah,
you
let's
know.
do the rest.
Now,
Yeah,
the floors,
absolutely.
yes, we do redirty.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we have to show, but they're redirted with the things we say we're like engine oil.
Everything,
Grease.
yeah, grease. Anything you find or would find in your home, we use. There's nothing special about it whatsoever.
Right, so we've just emulsified all that dirt and grease and grime.
Yep.
It's now liquid form, essentially.
Yep, absolutely.
And now you're wiping it off on the cloth.
On the cloth.
Now let's
oh,
show the
yeah.
pan.
Okay. Are you ready?
Right, see?
Happy with that now? Is that better?
Yep, I think it's just trying to catch the light on it. There, see?
Yeah.
All the
there you
cakes
go.
on stuff has gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, this pan is 10 years old,
Yeah.
so therefore you can
And this,
see,
and
yeah.
again, this here, this
Yes.
is from our producer's oven. They're both from her oven. This,
they are.
all this grime around you know how hard it is to get all of that off, even with a scouring brush.
Yeah.
Right, shall we pick one? Let's pick, which is the dirtiest one, would you say?
This one's quite bad here, look.
Yeah, let's do
Shall
that
we
one.
do that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
do that one.
Yeah,
Again,
fine.
this has
Yeah.
been in Leslie's oven for months and
Yeah.
not been cleaned.
Okay.
Oh, apparently 6 years. Right, okay.
Right.
Again, no cutting. There are no camera tricks here.
You can see the dirt that's come through there, haven't you?
Yeah,
so
that's all been literally emulsified.
Wipe that bit there. So if I keep my finger on it,
and there it
so
is.
you can see.
Second one, and it's almost.
And there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, in terms of, okay, I hope that answers your question, Joe.
Yep.
The other one, how can he be sure it will kill germs? Joe, what I'd like you to do, Bev, is I'd like you to take the nozzle and I'd like you to touch it to my hand here, and I'd like you to start up the steam cleaner.
You're joking.
I am joking, because it would burn half.
Thank goodness for that.
Would you, Joe, would you put your finger or hand or any part of you at the business end of 120 degree steam? Now, anything over 100 degrees is, can we say, scientifically tested?
They have to be, you know.
To kill up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria, viruses, etc.
Poultry brings out a unit, okay? It goes away for 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it takes them 3 months, and there are all sorts of people that's involved, universities, the germology, a lot of white coats and clipboards. Yeah, a lot, and it takes them 3 months, and they will not give it certification unless they will.
Here's the other question, Joe. How do you know your chemicals are working? This effectively, and I hope this, and and I'm really glad you asked all of these things, because I want us to be absolutely sure everyone understands this.
Yes, absolutely.
When you're putting superheated dry steam directly onto a surface at 120 degrees, you can, with confidence, know that within literally milliseconds, I would say, it's killing all the nasty, or up to. Do you know why they say up to 99.9% is to leave a 0.1% of error, because you can't always guarantee 100%, right? So you actually have the peace. This is the point with this. You have the peace of mind of knowing that if you go like that bit that you've just sanitized, that's germ free. Whereas with chemicals, you've got chicken juice all over there. We know chicken can carry all kinds of nasty things.
Yes.
And you spray it with a chemical and wipe it off. How do you know? And also, like I was saying earlier, with a lot of those chemicals that kill bacteria, you have to leave them for several seconds, up to the one I saw, even minutes in some cases, for them to work. So the question, I'm flipping it. I'm saying with the poultry, with the steam clean, you have peace of mind in knowing that you have killed the germs, and unless you've read the instructions on the back of every single bottle that you've ever bought in terms of a cleaning product, and followed them to the letter, you don't necessarily have that peace of mind of knowing that your chemicals have worked. Honestly, if I was forced right now to eat dinner off the floor, and we had one bit of flooring that had been cleaned with steam, and one bit of flooring that had been cleaned with chemicals, I would happily eat the bit off the bit of floor that had been cleaned with the steam, but not with the chemicals. And again, also chemicals are chemicals.
I want to say you're ingesting chemicals.
They're not. You can't ingest chemicals. You know, and again, babies walking around on bathroom floors or tiled floors or kitchen floors that have been cleaned with and they're putting their hands in their mouths.
Absolutely, and don't forget.
I'm just saying, don't if you're cynical, by all means, but I hope that's answered your question, and do let me know if you have any more. And if anyone else has any questions, bring it on. Bring on the tough stuff. There are no smoke and mirrors here.
Nope.
We are 100% transparent. We're on ITV1 and STV. We cannot be anything other than 100% transparent and honest, because we're held to the very highest standards by Ofcom and the Advertising Standards Association and so on and so forth. We wouldn't be allowed on the airwaves if there were any we would be taken off so quickly. I mean, we've been here for what, 3 months, 3.5 months? So I hope that gives you peace of mind. Pace of mind, or even peace of mind too. Yeah. I need to pace my mind, I think.
Yeah.
I get really passionate about it because I love steam.
Yes, so do
I love it. Talk us through, Bev.
Okay, right, it has a flora mop now, and you can see that it's also effective on your wooden floors, because not all steam mops can be used on a wooden floor. This will kill 99.9% of your viruses and germs.
As long as it's it has to be a sealed wood floor. But tile, carpet, here it is becoming portable.
This is the tool I love. It's the one that you can get between the radiators. You can also do the grouting. You've also got one for doing the cooker and the oven. But the thing is, going back to this peace of mind, This has been tested to such a high standard to be able to get rid of 99.9% of the germs and allergens that we have in our home, the atmosphere that we breathe in. Now, if we've cleaned with steam, that has got to be a lot better than if we clean with a chemical that we're actually ingesting and smelling at the same time.
Can I be perfectly honest with you?
Yes, please do.
There is one chemical that I do still use.
What's that?
I do use Blue Magic.
Right, okay.
Because it's food safe and food grade safe and all that kind of stuff. And it, you know, have a look. We offer it here. If you go to shopontv.co.uk, and it replaces just about every possible chemical cleaner you can buy. So so does the steam, and I use steam as well. There are one or two I mean, sometimes I will use a liquid cleaner on something.
Yes.
Just for speed, if I don't have time to get you know.
Absolutely.
But that's the only that is the only exception. I don't want to say that, oh, I don't ever use chemicals anymore.
No.
But you don't have to. I don't need to use that.
No, not at all.
To be honest, it's because we offer it here and it's blooming good stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do want to completely stop using chemicals altogether and get them out of your home,
Yes.
I really can't think of many things that this doesn't replace. All right, you're not. Well, no, you can do inside your oven, your microwave, your hob, your kitchen,
Yes.
your bathroom, your living room, your hard floors,
Any
your carpets,
washable
your
surface.
upholstery,
Yeah.
your glass. This is
Curtains.
phenomenal on glass, conservatory windows, curtains.
Curtains, yeah.
You can steam mattresses and pillows and bedding to help eliminate dust mites and things like that. What else? You can use it on your decking. You can use it on your patio furniture, so you can use it in the garden as well.
If you're a gardener and you need to sanitize your plant pots when you put in your seeds and things like that, planting on, just blast them with the steam. It's a lot easier than spending money on a lot of chemicals.
If I've got mugs that have sat out for a long time, before I make a cup of coffee, just give them a quick blast of steam.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
just to get the dust out. What else? What haven't we thought of? I mean, there are so many. It's almost easy. Is there anything we can't use this on?
No. Any washable surface you have in your home, you can use your
Shall we show
steam.
the black floor again? Now, again, full disclosure, we have cleaned this.
Yep.
And we're going to make, now we know we're going to make it dirty. Are we doing the black or the white?
Yeah, we're going to do the black one. First of all, I'm just going to show you when you want to put it on.
Yep.
Press the steam button there. You've got 3 settings. You've got minimum, you've got medium,
hold
and
it nice
maximum.
and still for us, if you would, please.
Yep.
Sorry, there we
So
okay.
do you see
Yeah,
that?
we got it. Yeah.
So therefore, you will see your medium one, your high, and also your maximum.
And
that way,
and it even shows like wood.
Yep.
Tile, is that tile, and then
laminate.
Laminates. Or
To switch it off, just press the button, and it'll go back.
How do you fill it?
Okay, to fill it, there.
Now, straight
Take
from the
that
tap.
to the tap. Okay.
What about
Straight
lime
from the
scale
tap.
build up?
If I turn that upside down, can you see the filter
Filter!
that sits in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got a filter that sits inside there, and that way it will filter out the impurities before you get
half
to
litre
it.
capacity. Right. So the quickest way to spread let me try that again. To spread germs around your house is a mop.
Yes.
I would say. Again, I don't have any evidence to back that up. I'm saying I'll say it is one of the quickest ways, because unless you use a brand new mop head every single time on every spot of the floor, and unless you can guarantee that the whatever disinfectant you're using is effective across an entire floor in the way that you're using it, again, read the instructions.
Yes.
A mop is just it's a breeding ground.
It is.
We've all smelt a mop after it's been used, haven't we?
I mean, that's.
And when we go to use it again,
Yeah, absolutely. And what do? We tend to sometimes. I've seen people drive them outside. They don't want them in the house.
No, I know.
But you want to go and clean your floor with it. I mean,
I do throw them away. Well, I don't use mops anymore, obviously.
The thing is, yes, it is easy. It's quick. I mean, that took me seconds to do that. But don't forget, we've got to involve the fact we're going to have to take this to the tap, and we've got to fill that up. We've got to look for the disinfectant under the sink. We've got to fill that up.
But also, the water gets dirty in the bucket, and it stays dirty.
And it gets cooler, so it becomes less effective.
Yeah, and do you really think all the germs off your floor you're putting back in the bucket, that little cap full of disinfectant is killing them all?
Oh, no, not at all.
Come on now.
No, it can't do. Now you switch this on, you have got instant steam, virtually just under a minute from cold it takes. But you can sanitize the floor. So every sweep of this, whether it's that corner or whether I'm going up to that corner, it will all be sanitized, every single
Yeah,
bit.
120 degree steam hitting that floor right
Yeah.
now, killing in its path.
But that's exactly how you want your floors to look.
Yeah, yeah.
You want them to be sanitized. Now,
And almost dry. It's a little, it's
it'll,
mildly
yeah,
damp.
It's mildly damp. It'll evaporate away. You're not having to go over and get rid of the soap suds and the watermarks that's left
Do
behind.
the towel shuffle and all of
Yes,
that.
and all that lot.
Shimmy.
Also with this, if you're still in any doubt, Pulte had to do a massive comparison. And where did they go? They went to the toilets in the hospital. And they got the cleaners to go in and clean them how they would normally clean them.
Yeah.
They went straight back into it, and they got one of the blue backlights.
Yeah.
That shows up all proteins and things like that.
Yeah,
I'll leave
yeah.
you to think about what that may be. And they shone it all the way around the bathroom, and all they could see was smear marks where things had been wiped with a cloth.
Right.
You could physically see it. Same with the mop. You could physically see the smear marks, right?
Smeared germs
Yeah.
rather than
Absolutely.
whatever they started out as, yeah.
So then they went in with the Pulte.
Yeah.
And they steamed it. Then they went back in with
the
a
black
backlight.
light.
There was nothing.
No residue
There was
at all.
nothing left
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
whatsoever. That gives you that idea of what kind of quality you've got with
Yes.
this.
Elizabeth has asked, how good is it on tough stains? All right, let's get down and dirty, shall we? Blood.
I'm not cutting my fingers or wrists just to
No.
prove to you, no.
I'll do it. Go on then. Blood, feces, vomit.
Fine, absolutely. I
Pus.
can vouch for all three. I've got two cats. One, it's, one end or the other. She's elderly. So we've got that comparison. The blood, it just dissolves. When I was very young, my mum used to say the only way to get rid of blood is to soak the garment in salt water.
Right.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
did. It used to break it down. When you've got a steam cleaner, it just literally dissolves it. It will just break it down.
And including if it's on fabrics and things like that, you know,
Yeah.
you could do.
Yeah.
By the way, a third of the stock has now got. It's really busy out there. If you want to, I'm not suggesting you do this, but when you get your steam cleaner at home, get a bit of raw chicken.
Yeah.
And hold the steam over the. We should do that as a demo.
We should.
Over the skin of
Yeah.
the chicken and see what it does.
Yeah, you should, yeah.
I mean, it's hardcore, but you wanted hardcore. We're giving you hardcore because this does what it says on the tin. So, if you want to keep using chemicals, fine. I'm not here to dissuade you from doing that. If you'd like, I would like to save you money though. This £129 is money you're probably going to spend on chemicals anyway that take up a lot of space in your kitchen cupboard or wherever it is that you keep them. Instead, put the $129 down now. Think of it as a deposit for your future cleaning needs, because the minute you own this, technically speaking, there is no more necessity to ever buy another cleaning chemical again that we can think of.
No.
Maybe you'll come across some case scenario where you can't. I don't know what it would be because we can't think of it. But for most of everything else, you're now a household that doesn't have to. And if you're a big family, again, the average you were saying. 350 to 400 pounds a year for a 2.4 children or whatever it is.
Well, that's it. I mean, children when they're small, in car seats and things like that, you can sanitise the car seats. You can go into the car and sanitise the car. I mean, it's like mine.
I was going to say, if vomit and wee, pets in carpets, upholstery, cars, someone throws up in the back of your car after a night out.
Yeah.
Nothing gets rid of that smell, except, as far as I know, this.
Once we we was away and we went and fetched some fish and chips, and we sat in. We'd only had the car about a week.
Yeah.
We sat in the car and we looked at the fish and thought, I don't think this fish is right. Honestly and truthfully, the smell of that fish, I couldn't get rid of it while we were on holiday.
Yeah.
The only thing that got rid of that smell is when I got home and got your
steam cleaner out.
And I steamed it.
And this is the one that pretty much does it all. It comes with all of these accessories. It's got every shape and size and length and what have you of nozzle. So you get the flexible steam hose, you get the flat lance accessory with the socket. So that's great for doing your towel racks and such. Window squeegee, you get that, you get the socket. This is the old graphic, but never mind. Small rectangular brush with nylon bristle. Don't worry, Les, it's only because the socket's got a capital S and I changed it. I do some of the graphics. I know my graphics. A small triangular brush with nylon. I do everything round here, you know. Small round brush with nylon bristles, round bristles. Small round brush with So I can't even talk now. Look, you get everything that's on the screen now, right? Small triangular fiberglass times 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gary in Skegness, one of my favourite places. I used to go to Skeggy to Butlins when I was a kid, almost every year. So this is a poem apparently, and Gary says, "Mr. Locke, with an E, it's great to see you on TV. I can't settle. So I'm going to stick on the kettle."
Yes, please.
Oh, hang on, have I just lost my... Talk to me? Sorry, my earpiece just cut out. What was that after kettle?
Would you like a cup of tea with me?
Would you like a cup of tea with me?
Yes, please.
Sorry, technology ruined that. I do apologise for that, Gary. But thank you very much indeed for the poem. I really enjoyed your words. The stuff I write normally... Let's take a break.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV. At ShopOnTV, many of the offers during our nightly live broadcast are time sensitive. Some items may have low stocks, discounts and price savings that are only for a limited time, extra added values such as 2 for 1 and gift with purchase, or other desirable perks such as free postage and packing or expedited delivery. Before you go to bed, we encourage you to make it your nighttime ritual to tune in and check out what's on the show. From midnight to 3 on ITV1 and STV. You can also watch live or catch up on our YouTube channel at ShopOnTV Live. There are exclusive online-only offers on our website too, so keep your eyes peeled at shopontv.co.uk and bag the bargains before they're gone. Watch, shop and save with ShopOnTV. At ShopOnTV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly, conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service, every step of the way from design to dispatch. Our nightly live broadcast is your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So, when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
You're watching Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke, with an E, and Bev Hare, also with an E. By the way, we're cutting down on costs here at Shop on TV, so we didn't need to see me So we don't need a light on me. This is the star of the show.
We do.
I shine enough on my own, Bev.
Come and snuggle up here with
No, I'm fine. You need room to iron. It's all about you. This is the Pulte Vaporella VE3030 or 30.30.
30.
It is marvellous.
It is marvellous because it's going to cut your ironing time down by half. How does it do that?
How does it do that, Bev?
Okay. Right, one temperature sole plane. So I'm going to go from denim to cotton to viscose and man-made fabrics right on to silks and georgettes. Look at that.
Amazing.
One change of the temperature, and that alone is going to cut your ironing time down by half.
No, wait, you can't make claims like that on television, Beverly Hare.
I know.
How can you possibly back it up?
Well, I had to go down to the weights and measures many years ago, and they timed me to see how long it took me to iron the pile of ironing with my Pulte, and then I thought, oh, that was quite easy. But then they gave me 4 other irons of different manufacturers and the same pile of ironing, and I had to do it all over again for 5 times, and it came out that the Pulte iron ironed 53% faster than any other iron.
53%.
Yeah.
Now, all right, there might be some variation between Pulte iron models, but essentially, here's the bit that you can say, as well I know with confidence, that the Pulte irons produce how many times more steam?
5 times more steam.
Than
any other iron on the market.
Anywhere in the world?
Anywhere in the world, yes.
5 times more steam?
5 times
than
more steam.
any other iron. Say it together. 5 times more steam than any other iron.
There you go. That's because they've reduced the temperature of the sole plate. Most irons are 2,000 to 3,000 watts of heat. 3,000 watts of heat being an electric fire. So that's what you're ironing your best garments with. So they've reduced the temperature because you don't need a lot of heat. But what you do need is a lot of steam, because steam gets rid of creases, not heat.
Well, this is the ridiculous thing.
Yes.
As you say. All the years that we've been using heat to try and get rid of wrinkles. Well, that's all we had originally. You know,
well,
we had to heat the iron in the fire.
They had, yeah.
But actually, all it does is it really just melts the fibres and compresses the garment.
Yes.
That reduces the appearance of those wrinkles, whereas steam actually relaxes the fibres and completely eliminates them.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you, in my experience using a Pulte steam iron, it will be probably the first time in your life, if you've never used a steam generator iron before, that you've seen any of your garments completely 100% wrinkle-free. Rather than you can always just see the faint wrinkles after you've ironed,
you can still see it.
Not with this. If you want completely wrinkle-free garments, this is the way to go.
And also, I mean, with the washing machine, and I'm going to get off this chair if I can.
Oh, okay.
I'm not used to sitting down and ironing. I like to stand
No,
up.
you see, I told you I'd be in your way.
Sorry.
Oh, dear me.
Honestly.
Oh, right.
Right, are you right? Okay.
Sorry to Paul. Sorry, I've just completely ruined Paul's shot.
Right. What we're going to do now is not press down on this. I'm going to try and hold my finger and thumb. So I'm going to keep it as light as I possibly can, just to prove to you that it's the steam that's get rid of the steam, not that heat. And you're not pushing that heat through that garment. And look at the results of that.
I mean, wow. Wow, really, really and truly.
Isn't that fantastic?
You know what I could do? Can I just ask my director, Paul? I'll tell you, maybe we'll have a little break in a sec. I've got a suggestion to make his life a bit easier.
No, you're not going home yet.
No, no. I just thought, well, we don't want to be doing stage setting on the on the live show, do we?
No.
But I can move if you would like, Paul. To the other side, basically.
To the other side.
Yeah.
Now, I've just done cotton. I'm now doing satin. Satin's very difficult to do because you need a fair amount of heat, but too much and it's going to ruin the fabric, okay?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard, in fact, I'm surprised Leslie hasn't said it, you always turn satin inside out, don't you?
Normally, yes, you do.
Yeah, I know everybody's lines off by heart.
Yeah, but you don't have to, because that's down to how the cooler sole plate.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all done it where we've caught the fabric and then we do this, don't we? We're trying to get that all the way through.
Yeah.
Now, if you like a sleeve without a seam, you see, I'm getting delirious now. I can't speak. If you'd like a sleeve without a seam, then I'm going to show you how to do it. Get the cuff, hold it over.
A sleeve without a seam?
Yeah, sleeve without a seam. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Side
I think
crease.
you'll agree that that's fairly crease, okay? Right. Now, put the iron on the inside, okay?
And you're not burning the fabric because
Nope.
it's cool enough.
And then...
Look, gone, finished, magic. Oh, that I love it. It really is like a party trick, that.
It is.
You could do children's parties.
I could, couldn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'd have all nice, clean sleeve. But that's taken seconds. That's iron from inside out. Also think about, you know, your fancy dresses. You might have a wedding coming up, bridesmaids dresses. You can actually iron from the inside out.
From the
rather than-
yeah.
like I've
It's a
just
great way
done
to
that.
refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh the linings of your jackets. Honestly, I almost had a coronary when I came back to. Did I mention I used to live in America? When I came back from America, and so 2018, and I had some stuff I needed dry cleaning, and it was I thought I'd have to take out a second mortgage. It was so expensive.
Really?
And so now again, I use my steam iron to do all my jackets, all my suit jackets, and things like that, because you get much longer use out of them.
Yeah.
Because you can deodorize them.
Well, also, a lot of jackets now are washable.
Yeah, true.
There's lots of fabrics and stuff that's washable now. Yeah, well, it's okay.
Especially if you buy cheap like me.
Well, I mean, also, we've got washing machines where the spin cycles are a lot higher. And so, therefore, when you take them out of the washing machine, they just look like they've been run over with a steamroller. Well, you want something that's going to be powerful enough to get rid of those creases. Same with this. I mean, that was just so quick and simple. Designs like this, you'd put more creases into it than what you were actually taking out. But going back to your deodorizing, okay, hang your suit jackets up.
Yep.
Not only will you get rid of the creases that's hanging up on the back, you know, if you've fallen off the hanger at the back of the car seat when you've been going from one meeting to the next, and you think, oh, I can't be bothered to take that to the dry cleaners to get rid of the creases out.
But also the odour. I mean, maybe, as you say, you had a cologne on.
Yeah.
Or maybe you were out and somebody else's perfume transferred onto your clothing and you wish to get rid of that for some reason.
Or wish to get rid of that some person.
I'm not advocating
No.
infidelity
Yeah. Who knows?
at all.
Yeah. Who knows? Black trousers. Let's do that while we're safe.
That was awkward, wasn't it? Yeah.
You went
I
to
would never do
a nice black tie do the other day.
Yeah, I've got another one next Sunday. Actually.
Have you really?
Yeah. No, it wasn't black tie on Friday. It's black tie next Sunday.
Oh,
but,
is it?
No, but yeah, it was
No,
just
that's-
black suit and black tie.
Ah.
But this is black, proper black, like
Oh.
DJ
Oh.
tuxedo.
Oh.
Yes.
See, that's what I miss.
I live the high life, mate.
Yeah, I really
I wish.
used to love getting when my husband was at work.
You could have come. Do you know what? Next year I'm going to make. We have these every single year. These big sort of charity celebrity balls, and everyone can come. I mean, the tickets are relatively spendy, but
Lovely.
I didn't have time this year to sort of organise it for everybody.
No.
But we will for next year.
Oh yes, please put me down.
Get your frock on.
Get me frock on.
Yeah.
Hey, you see, now I could get the frock out and I can steam it.
Yes, indeed.
There you
indeed.
go.
Let's see something really
I don't
really
need
tough.
to buy another one. I can steam. My husband just fell off the chair. Thought that'll be the day. Right, delicate things that you would probably be a little bit skeptical to have to iron. Again, as I say, you can either put it on the inside if you wish. In fact, let's do that. And then you can iron.
So much easier this way, isn't it? Because also just getting the thing positioned on the ironing board is tough. I've got to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, when I got my Pulte iron, my steam generator iron, it was transformative. And I don't do a lot of ironing. I know I say this every time we do this presentation. I might iron a shirt or two, once a week, twice a week, once or twice a month even. But I hated ironing so much that I wouldn't do it at all if I could help it. But now it's a joy to get the iron out. It's so good. It really is so good, this steam generator iron. And who was that? Well, William just said he can't. Oh, that's right. He ironed his granny's top. Yeah, William apparently can't stop watching us. He's glued to the set. And he said, "Did you see the shine on that black tile floor?"
Beautiful.
After
all down to
Bev
the Pulte
cleaned it.
smell.
I haven't done this for ages. My director, do you want to hear it? I wish you could hear from the gallery. This is how to make a director panic. You ready?
Go on then.
Because he's going to go, "No! Hi, William. Thanks for watching, mate.
Very.
I haven't done that for ages. Every time I get out of my chair, they go, no, there's no light there. And tonight I thought, no, I don't care. I'm doing it anyway.
I've sent you a kiss, William.
Yeah. And why don't you email us, studio@shopontv.co.uk. We would love to be part of, I'd love to have you be part of the show.
Yes.
We've got a pile of stuff here. Tell us what you'd like us to iron.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you, the more cynical and sceptical you are, the better. Hit us with your hardcore questions. We'll be like the panorama of shopping.
Well, we'd be good as, you know, a couple on the, I don't know.
On
you
the-
know, like Good Morning, that sort of thing.
Well, we are. This is the shopping show,
Well,
isn't
yes,
it?
I think.
We just haven't got a sofa.
No,
We've got
we should do.
We've got an iron instead.
One of us is working and the other
Sometimes we
one's
have a
sat
sofa.
down.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But that's what I always said, that this show is this morning, tonight. We're on ITV1 and
You should have
STV,
just
Bev.
did what our directors just said there.
ITV1
Wait till I get to you after the show. Yeah.
ITV1 STV.
Yes.
We're on it now.
I know. Isn't it good?
Now, admittedly, if it were about 6 hours earlier, that would be great.
Well, yes.
I've always, you know,
think
when Ant and Dec finally retire, I'm happy to step in.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could
I've
be
done it all,
ragging the
me.
ant.
Game shows.
You could have-
Serious actor, me, as well, when I'm not doing this.
You are.
Yeah.
Very serious. Very good
very, very
gangster.
Thanks. I also like to act.
School
I also
uniform.
like to wear school uniforms. No, I don't. That was a joke. That part was not true.
School uniform. Have you spent this afternoon probably 3 or 4 hours doing all your week signing? That's what happens on a Sunday afternoon for a lot of people. They spend all afternoon catching up on the ironing,
I just
ready
couldn't
for
do
the
it.
week ahead.
I'd just say, kids, just live with the wrinkles.
But
I
let's
mean-
say it took you 4 hours to do all that ironing this afternoon. What if I said to you, you could do all that ironing again in less than 2?
Well, that'd be lovely.
Well, you can.
You
with
can.
this iron, okay?
Yes.
So not only because it vertically irons, but because you have 5 times more steam than any other iron on the market, but also you've got a cooler sole plate, so therefore you've got optimum amount of steam, and literally you can whiz through that ironing, and it will reduce your ironing time by half. So if you take ironing in as a business, you can do that same amount of ironing,
Make more
earn-
money.
and double your money.
Double your money, like it.
That
Like it.
used to be a game show.
Honestly and true, it did, yeah. I always thought I would end up being a game show host. That 2 things. I always thought I'd end up being in a sitcom and a game show host. Because the ones I've done, I haven't done anything really mainstream. But it's totally me. I couldn't be more geared towards that sort of thing. And my whole look is modelled on the, you know, the large middle-aged man that you used to find in every sitcom. But of course, sitcoms have changed now,
Yeah.
and that character doesn't necessarily exist anymore.
Well, you see,
I'm
the
just
thing
out of touch with.
we look,
the modern day
we're the normal
television.
people.
Yeah, that's right. You can be overweight and on telly, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although I've had to fight.
We
They
test-
don't let me on telly very often because they've got to be good looking and slim to be on telly. I had that when I first started out.
Yeah.
There was a female producer I'll never forget, and I was only like 13.5 stone. I wasn't, you know, massively overweight. And we were auditioning for as a children's television presenter, and she told me, "Sorry, you're too fat to be on television." Yeah, to my face. I was like, "Oh." She said, "You'll never ever have a career in television."
Oh.
And then I got a job with the First Shopping Channel, and she called me after she'd been fired a couple of years prior to that, and I was asking me if I could get her a job as a presenter on the channel. I was
Oh, I can imagine what I'd have
suffice
said.
it to say, I didn't take her call. Yeah.
Well,
But
no.
no, it is there's a weird thing, you know, a bit overweight. I don't know why. It's still
We're
this
not.
strange prejudice.
We're just
you know.
cuddly. And the thing is,
Exactly.
we're normal people.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Right.
Speak for yourself,
now,
love.
Well, I'm normal. I could be the normal one, you can be the funny one. Now, we've got...
That'll never work. A straight person and a funny person in a double act? No.
No,
I'll never
surely
catch on.
not. Now, we've got Angora and lambswool in this jumper.
Yeah.
We've also got the sequins, as you can see. If I just lift it up, you'll see it. Would be an absolute nightmare normally.
Yes.
Now, if you iron with a hot iron onto wool, you will split the fibres, you will create a misshape of the garment for a start,
Yep.
and also you create the bobbling that you see, and then you have to go and buy one of them fuzz things to get the bubbles out and all the bit. That's because you've split the fibres. With this, you won't. I've hovered over both those things, didn't need to touch the garment, and with 5 times
Look
more
at
steam,
that.
it's taken those creases
Excellent
out.
camera work there. I've got to say, our team here at Shop on TV are so lovely. We are a relatively small team, but I changed position on my stool, and everyone's like, "Are you all right, Rob?" And it's just they really are a very caring bunch.
They are.
And it's just, if you want the honest truth, it's just that the other one of my buttocks had gone to sleep. And in fact, I think I heard it snore at one point. But so I just thought I'd better change buttocks, that's all. But they really care. I love my team so much, I really do.
You know, honestly,
It's not my
truthfully,
team, I love the team. Yeah.
it's a pleasure to come to work.
It really is. We don't have any
Really
politics.
is.
It's the only company I've ever worked for where we don't have any politics. We won't allow it.
No.
No.
We have a nice,
Yeah.
lovely working environment. And we hope, you know, you're going to benefit from that
Yeah.
because I only sell products that I would have in my home.
Yeah. And do have in your home.
And I do have in my home.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And so therefore I like, you know, to give you the best possible information about those products to make life better for you.
But also, what a lot of people don't realise is, you know, to be on television at all, you have to, whether it's cable or satellite, Freeview, that sort of thing, you have to have an Ofcom licence, and to get that, you have to abide by their rules. But there are sort of different levels of scrutiny, and when you get to the level of ITV1 and STV, the major broadcasters, the levels of scrutiny are as high as they can be. To give you an idea, the guy from ITV who oversees our operation, because this is, you know, this is a partnership or a joint venture between Shop on TV and ITV, he's on the board of Ofcom and ASA, and so I mean, you wouldn't believe we will not ever do anything other than tell you the truth, show you the God's honest, you know, whatever it happens to be, and my job, apart from obviously being, you know, chief goon, is if any guest says something that is not accurate or can't be claimed, or I'm here to make sure I'm here to police them and smack their bottom when they get out of order. And I've never had to smack your bottom, have I, Beth?
No, darling, no.
Because you're very honest.
Not yet, not yet.
No. She has asked, but I'm frankly, we don't have that kind of friendship.
Shame. Right, we've got denim here, and we've also got embroidery, and we've got a satin ribbon. Now, when you've got different types of fabric on garments, it's usually different types of temperature settings on your iron. This is really where it comes into its own, because I've got a denim background. I've gone over all of the embroidery and certainly over the satin ribbon. Not had to change the temperature, not had to turn it inside out.
The wrinkles are gone.
Yeah, fantastic results every time.
Now, yeah, I don't have this exact model of Pulte.
No, you don't.
But the one I have,
That's
all the models of Pulte are equally efficacious. If they are steam generator, it has to be a steam generator. Remember, Franco Pulte invented the steam generator iron. If you go to a professional dry cleaners, they use steam generator iron. That's originally what it was invented for professional use.
It was, yes, in 1978.
Steam. They have those big body, like sort of what do you call it, mannequins that expand. They use steam.
Yeah.
It's steam now they do use a chemical as well when you have dry cleaning done, tetrachloride. But otherwise, it is steam, right?
120 degrees.
Yeah, and that's what this does. This is not a normal home use iron. This is 8 bar of pressure. Industrial irons, you said, go up to about 12, don't they?
Yes.
This is really what we would consider more of a prosumer, even to professional level iron. It would normally be, you know, if you were spending £179, and that's our normal price. They're actually potentially more expensive online. it would be overkill for home use. But when you can get it at for 99 quid at the price you'll spend for a regular home iron that doesn't do half as good a job, you might as well get the professional in, right? By the way, we had a question from, what was her name again,
Ellie.
please? Ellie.
Hi.
Can you do lace?
Yes. You can do lace, absolutely fine. When you're doing if it's your curtains, I would do them vertically.
Just shut the window
hang them out.
first.
Yeah, just hang them up and just take that to your thing. With this, I wouldn't go backwards and forwards with your lace, because not the fact is you would damage it, it's just the fact is you probably get it hooked in the iron at the front.
Yeah.
I would press. I would just literally press with the steam on, because you won't have to worry about having to change it around, because the steam will penetrate through both sides.
Exactly. I hope that answers your question. What was that comment? Doris. She called me Steve. I've been called worse. It's Doris is 83 years old.
Doris.
She doesn't sleep much.
Neither do I,
so
Doris.
she's watching with a G&T.
Good for you. I can't fault you, Doris.
She says she likes to look smart, but she finds the iron she has very heavy.
Oh, this is
like,
so
oh, yeah,
light,
This is the one. I like your. I'll come and join you for a G&T sometime if you like.
Yes.
It's very light. Do you know what the weight is? Do we have a weight for the actual end?
1 point something kilo on the iron. Because the thing is, Doris, all the water's in here, okay? There is no water in the iron.
Right.
You only thing that comes up there is steam. So that makes this part of it extremely light.
I would say also, because now we'll talk about the ironing board in a minute, because you have to have a steam generator ironing board, but it depends whether you keep the board up all the time, but you could keep the iron in situ and just fill it up using like a measuring cup or something if you wanted to. Look, we've done 5 of these. I say we, Bev has, front and back. And did somebody say that they love watching us on TV more than regular TV?
Oh, that's nice.
Who was that? Oh, that was Doris as well.
Oh, Doris, that's
Thank you,
lovely.
Doris.
Thank
We are
you
better
for
than regular
that.
TV, aren't we? Or that's what I've said for years. They should just put us on regular TV.
Yeah, I think they should.
Well, I suppose we are now.
Yeah.
Well, we are technically, aren't we? Yeah. I know. The thing is, it's because we're a shopping show, because we're not a channel yet. But people always say, "Oh, you're a shopping channel." No, we're a shopping show.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, should we talk about the ironing board?
Yes.
So this ironing board is the best ironing board since sliced bread, in my opinion. I've loved my ironing. I never. Grown man saying he loves his ironing board, but it's true. I really do. Because you know what? I appreciate quality. The quality of this ironing board is absolutely superior to anything else I've seen. Now, it's 79 quid, you get what you pay for, but it is specially for steam generator irons, isn't it? For various reasons, Bev, correct?
When you have a steam generator iron, you've got to have somewhere that the steam can pass through. If you have got a solid board, that steam won't go all the way through the board. And what it'll do, it'll sit on the top, revert back to water and wet everything through. That's why you've got nice large holes with this board. You've also got a padded top of an ironing board cover that sits on there nicely, so you don't get any of the shapes of the ironing board on your garments.
Clothes, right.
You've got this nice section here where the iron can actually sit, and that leaves you the whole of the board to do your garments with, because usually you would have to have your iron sat on the board, which then reduces the amount of space you've got to iron.
Yes.
It's slightly wider than an average board, so again you've got more room, you can fit more of the garment on it. It's not the lightest ironing board because it's sturdy. But having said that, it's not heavy. I can manage to lift it. I've had mine 10 years now.
And it's got really, really good, the levers and the mechanism are really good. The powder coated tubes.
Yep.
It's a really sturdy.
And it's also adjustable height. So
we've only got one in the plane, I believe. We do one left. We do have the geometric pattern, or the harlequin as it's sometimes called. There are a few of those left, but not many. But if you are going to buy a steam generator iron for the first time, please bank on buying an ironing board as well, because your regular ironing board will not work. I wish we could spend the rest of the night on the iron.
yeah.
That's largely because then I could just sit in this stool. Now I'm going to have to do some work now.
Now I should be joining Doris with you. Get your
G&T. I'm banking on my son.
Yes.
who's one of the floor managers here, but he's off tonight.
Yes,
And
he is.
I said to him before we left, we have a Tesco across the street. Other supermarkets are available, just not close to my apartment building. And I said, "Is there any danger of you possibly going over there tonight?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Do us a favour." I said, "Get us a 4-pack of Stella, will you? Other beers are available." Because when it's been such a long. I'm so looking forward to
Just
going
sitting
home,
and
sitting back,
relaxing.
reclining on my sofa,
Yes.
and having a can of beer.
What about something like this? That's
I don't really
really
need
badly creased.
When I could go now, couldn't I?
And also, do you know, really, do you want to
Would you
always
really
have
notice?
to lie it on the board? Just put it on your hanger. And the thing is, going back to what I'm saying I'm still talking to Doris, actually.
Oh.
Instead of lying it on the board, Doris, it's a lot easier to put it on your hanger and just give it a good blast with the steam.
Look at that.
And it's done.
Amazing. Okay, I think we're going to take a brief pause to give you some more information about other things that are happening on Shop on TV, particularly if you've never shopped from it, because we are a shop front. We're a show bringing you products that you can buy, and all the details on that side of the screen are all to help you do it. And to explain a little more, here is how to order.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. After you've ordered from Shop on TV, we aim to deliver your purchases as quickly as possible. Postage and packing charges cover standard UK delivery, which is normally 3 to 5 working days, though depending on the carrier, you could receive your products sooner. Certain items may be offered with expedited delivery for a nominal extra charge. We'll give you a delivery estimate every time you place an order. Not going to be home or prefer to have your packages arrive at a different address? No problem. Just enter the destination information when you check out. Once you pay, it's on the way from Shop on TV. At Shop on TV, many of the offers during our nightly live broadcast are time sensitive. Some items may have low stocks, discounts and price savings that are only for a limited time, extra added value such as 2 for 1 and gift with purchase, or other desirable perks such as free postage and packing or expedited delivery. Before you go to bed, we encourage you to make it your nighttime ritual to tune in and check out what's on the show. From midnight to 3 on ITV1 and STV. You can also watch live or catch up on our YouTube channel at Shop on TV Live. There are exclusive online-only offers on our website too, so keep your eyes peeled at shopontv.co.uk and bag the bargains before they're gone. Watch, shop and save with Shop on TV. Shop on TV broadcasts live across the nation every night from midnight to 3, exclusively on ITV1 and STV. Away from your television, we've got you covered. The live broadcast is also streamed on our website, shopontv.co.uk, and on our YouTube channel at Shop on TV Live, where you can catch up on anything you've missed. Our nightly show features a carefully curated collection of must-have items at budget-friendly prices. Many of our TV offers are only available for a limited time, or while stocks last. So before you go to bed, why not make it your nighttime ritual to tune in and check out the latest and greatest before it's too late. Shop on TV. Outstanding quality, remarkable value and tremendous savings. Every night from midnight to 3 on ITV1 and STV.
This is Shop on. Why did I just exhale there?
I don't know. I've no idea.
I think because it was the satisfaction. Do you know, as an actor, they always tell you when you start a scene, you never exhale because it sucks the energy out of the scene. If anything, you inhale. But I think it was just, here we are. We're all friends, just relaxed around the television. We're on it, you're watching it, or whatever you're watching on. And we had a lovely email from Fiona who said, I quote, "She's been watching us from the beginning of the show. She's bought some fantastic things, amazing people. She says, I love Rob. Please tell him he's not fat. There's just more of him to love.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, that's a lovely way of telling me I'm fat. But no, I'm just kidding. But she'd like to be my date on Sunday for the ball.
Email me, and I'll
Just going to
pass
set
you
it
the
up.
number.
Thank you, Fiona. I really appreciate that. I don't say these things for
Thank you.
pity. They're just facts. I've said for a long time I actually have a physical condition, which means that I gain weight very easily, and that's that my mouth is wider than my bum hole.
I'm going to say mine is I just eat too much.
I
just enjoy food.
I went on 2 diets.
Did you?
Well, you don't get enough food on one.
Well, no, that's quite true.
No,
Yes,
no,
that's quite
that's
true.
it.
Yes.
No, I just love my food, and I don't.
Oh,
I eat too
it
much,
don't
and I
make
don't
us-
exercise enough. So, now they're saying we've got to do some cleaning.
Oh,
no. I'm going to say check out your basket. If
there
you've
is-
got one of these in your baskets, please check out.
Sort of like an annoying voice somewhere in the distance.
I know everyone's a blooming critic. Oh, we're a
Aren't
bit
we
sorry, we're not doing enough selling.
Oh dear. We're having a nice leisurely chat to all our nice
know.
friends out there who's
It's
watching.
about balance, isn't it?
Yeah, because they are our friends.
Seriously though, do check out. You're gonna with that iron. You're gonna thank me that you got that iron if you haven't,
Oh.
and with this as well. Actually,
Look at that.
it's on the little "You May Like" box on the bottom left of the screen if you want to get.
See, the thing is, Rob, you never measure out. You know when it says a capful, how many put an actual capful?
No, I'd put half a bottle in.
Yeah, one for the pot.
Just more is better, right?
Yeah, one for the
It's
pot.
like with chips.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what you want. You want to be able to have something that you're going to clean that floor.
Yeah.
Now, I've used a mop and bucket to do that, so that don't look very clean to me. I'm going to have to go and get some paper or the towel, do the towel dance to be able to get rid of all those soap marks. And also, it's not clean. I've moved the dirt around from one surface to the next. And that dirt is now sitting in that water. That water has got cooler, so it's less effective.
I like it. It's not as effective. You couldn't put 100-degree water in a bucket.
No.
Because the second you put it in the bucket, it would cool down to under 100 degrees, wouldn't
Absolutely.
it? And this is hotter than water. This is steam, 120 degrees. Yeah.
Absolutely. And
That's
that
hot.
is what you want if
That's
you
hot.
want to sanitize your floor surface.
Yeah,
Now,
almost instantly, isn't it?
yeah. Now, if a lot of people who've had steam mops, okay,
Booyah.
right, that they have said, oh, they are too wet, they wet everything through.
That's a good point. Let's
You
cover
can
that, yeah.
absolutely see now that that's drier than the floor we've used on the other side.
Yeah.
Now,
Why
you've
is
also,
it?
because it's super dry heated steam.
So why is this? Look, let's go back a
okay.
bit, shall we?
Right.
So Pulte, they invented. I think did they invent the steam cleaner?
They invented the steam generating system
Right.
that sits inside the iron.
Right.
They produced the iron. Then in 1983, they brought out the steam cleaner.
Steam cleaner. So.
Yes.
And they work. They've been around ever since. That we launched. You launched it in. No, your husband launched it in the UK.
In 1993.
And I launched it on the first shopping channel. I think it was me. Or I was
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Back in the early mid 90s. I know I don't look old enough. I was very young. I was only like 22. And then since then, people have tried to imitate, but because they don't hold the patents, they can't produce the technology in the
No.
way that it works as effectively as this does. So then there were all these infomercials, weren't there, for steam mop this, steam mop that, handheld this steam, handheld that steam.
Yes.
Stick it up your jacksie steam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were cheap knockoffs, some of them. That just didn't work, but they gave, I think, the British public and, in fact, the global public a bitter taste in their mouth, didn't they? They went, it don't work, this steam, it makes me floors wet, don't do nothing.
Yeah, it just moves it around.
Yeah, but this is not that. This is a different kettle of fish.
Different kettle of fish. Those steam mops in the past are literally a boiling kettle. Now, you know yourself, if you ever catch, your arm or your hand anywhere near the steam of a boiling kettle, you get scalded straight away. And that's because the water molecules within that steam are tiny. Now, when Franco Polti produced the steam generating system, he had to literally up the pressure to produce the steam, which had larger molecules, so they evaporated into the atmosphere a lot quicker.
Yes.
That's what he did, but he still had to maintain the cleaning power
Yes.
of 120 degrees.
Or it didn't work, yeah.
That's what he's
So
painted.
it has to be over 100 degrees to kill germs, is that right?
Yes, over 100 degrees.
So again, scientifically tested and whatnot, that anything over 100 degrees will kill up to 99.9% of germs and bacteria,
Salmonella,
viruses,
all
mold
that.
spores, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So this is 120 degrees. So as soon as it touches, I mean, again, you couldn't, if you put the nozzle of that onto your hand and press the button, it would literally scald the skin off of your hand, you know.
Yeah, it would.
So imagine what it's doing to dirt, grime, fats, oils, etc.
Sorry, could we just have some blue thing, the blue roll, if you could?
Blue roll?
Yes, the blue roll, please.
Yeah, I'm sure we can do that.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
To show it's dry?
Well, yeah, I was just looking and just thinking, I know people can't really see that very well, and I was just going to, sorry for interrupting you.
No, I do it to you, so that's no problem. Anyway, somebody's put their muddy footprints all over this nice clean floor. Now, what's this dirt here then?
Right, this is just, what we do is, at the end of the thing, the bins that they've got, we sort of empty it out and get the dust and everything, and we just mix it with
Some water.
and
So it's general dirt.
It's general dirt. It's what you would might have in your home. You know, you could step into mud outside and bring it in.
So it's all the usual stuff.
It's all the usual stuff. There's nothing special about it whatsoever.
Right.
Right. So normally we would probably
Be right back.
Oh, thank you. Get the bleach or something like that. We've all done that, haven't we?
You ask, you get.
Oh, thank you, my darling.
You're welcome.
So we get the bleach, we put that in the bucket, and we spread that around the floor in hope that we've literally killed the germs. Now, that's the patch. You can see I did.
Yeah.
You all can still see where the soap is. Now, if I put that on there, right?
Yeah. Dry as a bone.
Absolutely.
And the other part of the floor?
And this side of the floor.
Wet as a wet thing.
Yeah. And that's what I say to you. That's because of how the steam's produced.
Yes.
Now, once you put all that bleach around, if you've got small children or pets, you might be puppy training, they absorb stuff through the pads of their paws, right? That's not good.
No.
But with this, you're using Mother Nature, harnessed at her best, at 120 degrees. Now, stubborn stains, don't think you've got to get on your hands and knees and start scrubbing. Just put that steam over that surface. That starts to break the dirt down. You've also got a scrubbing brush on the back. Again, onto the surface. You don't have to get on your hands and knees and start scrubbing. Let the steam do the work for you. Once you've loosened all those stubborn marks, then we're going to steam it all away. But what's easier than having to get another product on the floor? I can't get on my hands and knees these days. But that way,
No, nor can I.
you know, you can sanitize all that surface. Again, effortless.
And again, it eliminates the need for chemicals because all you do, the steam does, it kills the germs, it picks up the dirt, the microfiber cloths can be put into the washing machine and reused.
Yep, no
And
fabric conditioner.
so it's going to save you in the long run, we think, hundreds of pounds over the course of several months or years because you can eliminate having to buy just about every type of cleaning product you can think of.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, wooden floors, your sealed wooden floors, not all steam mops you can use on your sealed wooden floors.
Yeah.
They wet them through, they damage the floors.
And remember, this is a handheld system as well as a system for the floor, which we're going to show you in a minute. So it's not just a floor cleaner, it's a kitchen cleaner, it's a bathroom cleaner, it's an all-purpose everywhere cleaner, isn't it?
I mean, to have to sort of you store something like this is a lot easier than having to store two machines.
Yeah.
Because you've got your handheld.
Yeah.
You've also got your floor mop, and you can use it in whatever configuration you like. So you've only got one thing to store.
Indeed. And not cupboards full of chemicals, as I was saying.
No, that's quite true. Also, what about if you've got a caravan?
Yep. Motorhome.
Yeah, motorhome.
Winnebago.
Yeah, anything like that.
Oh yeah, Easter weekend's coming up.
Yep.
Ready for a
So,
spring clean, maybe?
A lot of people are opening up their caravans. It's
Yeah.
Easter, aren't they, you know? Right. Let's put this on to... Now, I would suggest you have this on to maximum when you do your carpets.
Yes, yes.
But if you're just refreshing it, you can put it onto the medium. But when you want to give a deep down steam, put it onto maximum. Because what it does, it swells open the carpet fibres. It forces that dirt up to the surface. You're then steaming it away onto the cloth. Also, it's neutralising odours that's trapped within the carpet. So if you've got pets, dogs, you will never have that pet smell because you are neutralising that.
Yeah.
If you've got someone who smokes in the house, you will also get rid of that odour because you are literally neutralising those odours. But not only are you getting rid of those odours, you're also getting rid of the pollen that we bring in on our clothes.
Ah, well, okay.
Take your jacket off, the pollen will shake and falls to the floor.
But I never
you
thought of
steam
that.
it will actually neutralise that
Amazing.
pollen.
What's it really, apart from the things you've already mentioned, what other things is it really good on that it, you know, where steam excels?
Mattresses.
Mattresses, yeah.
Mattresses, pillows. How on earth would you wash your mattress? You can't.
Well, no.
Most of them are guaranteed for 10, 20 years now. You know, we can't go and put them in the washing machine, but we can literally take the washing machine.
What if you, unless you've got a, what do you call it, memory foam?
The memory
don't use it on
foam,
memory foam?
no, you have to be very careful with
Might
memory
melt it.
foam.
Yeah.
Check your manufacturers, but if not, what I would suggest you do is get a towel,
Yeah.
put a towel on the top and just lightly press onto it to allow the steam just to neutralise those odours.
What I can tell you it's also really good at is you know, chip pans, and you know, you buy a new pan and then very, very quickly it builds up all of that burned on mess, grease and fat. This is so good at cutting through fat.
Yes.
And grease and oil and so on and so forth.
Cooker hood.
Yeah, yeah.
You know your cooker hood at the top, I've got a stainless steel one. Oh, it just literally just glides through it and it shines when it's finished.
I know, I know.
Yeah.
Cupboards, fingerprints.
Yeah.
And also just general grime. It's, you know, it just is the way to go. But may I just say, how much of the stock have we still got left here, Leslie? So about 40% of the stock has gone. So yeah, I know it's really busy, but what I must ask you to do is check out your baskets. If you don't check out your basket, it's not going to come to your home, because no matter how generous we are, and we are very generous, we can't give this stuff away for free. So do yourselves a favour, check out, and you too can then start benefiting from all of this now. If you're sceptical, I get that, I do understand that. At £129 of anybody's hard-earned money is £129. I know you're saving, what is it, 40 quid? No, it's 50 quid. £50, sorry. But all right, maybe that's not in your budget, or maybe this is just not something you consider a necessity. But here's the bit where I would say, A, it is a necessity, unless you don't clean anywhere ever, then obviously you're not going to be that bothered. If you do clean anywhere, at any time, at any interval, anywhere in your home or office or wherever it may be, you're actually getting this for free. And I'll tell you why, how I do this calculation. Because you're going to spend the money, you're going to spend £129 on cleaning products. Now, cleaning products are, what, yes, you can get the cheap stuff, the multi-purpose stuff for £1. Once you start getting into sort of antibacterial and the fancier cleaners like carpet cleaners and limescale removers and hard floor cleaners and stainless steel cleaners and all that sort of thing, you can pay £3, £4, £5 a bottle, right? If you were to just for a minute indulge me and do a little mental calculation in your head, how much you reckon you spend every month on cleaning products, I bet you it won't take long to spend £129. So that's money you're going to spend anyway. You might say, well, I'm not spending £129, but you're going to. Maybe not on this. You're going to spend it on the alternative. Wouldn't you rather... Oh, and by the way, you know when you buy a cleaning product in a big bottle, probably only a third of that, if you're lucky, is the cleaner. The rest of it's water. Well, you've got water in your tap that you're already paying for if you're on a water meter. Why pay more for more water? Honestly, I would suggest that if you can be bothered to take the time and figure out how much you spend in a month or in a year on cleaning products, I bet you, I mean, I don't spend that much, but I bet you I spend that. Bet you I do. Just on drain cleaner, actually, because for some reason the drains in my house are always getting clogged up. Will this help unclog drains as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Down the plug hole.
Down the plug hole, yes.
Yeah.
In my shower, I can actually vouch for that because obviously hair colour. I mean, it says natural blonde on the box.
Right,
but
right.
I know it's not.
Will it break up hair?
Yes, it will break up hair. It also, as I say, dissolves through it.
Oh, it does dissolve hair?
Yeah,
Right.
it
Oh,
does.
great.
Yeah,
Because for me, it's the hair that clogs
it's
up.
hair. Yeah. Oh, it was
£8 for a litre bottle I pay. £8 for one. And what do? You pour it down. You literally pour it down the drain.
You do, don't you? And
Yeah.
also, I mean, let's face it, it's dissolving everything else down there.
Well,
you think
yeah.
to yourself, what else is doing? You know, your ceramic, your
Yeah.
toilet, you put bleach down, doesn't get rid of any limescale or anything else.
No.
It just bleaches it white.
So you've got
Yeah.
transparent poo still sticking to the bottom.
basically.
So how would you use this? Obviously under the rim we understand, but what about stains under the water? Can you do anything about that? I suppose you can't.
You
really.
can't put this part in because obviously that's your electric.
No, sure.
thing.
Yeah.
But yes, you could put it all
Oh,
the
the
way.
extension you could?
Yeah, put the lance down, or you put this end down, which is
Ah.
longer. So it just gives you that little bit extra.
So even under the water, it's going to still
yeah,
jet
it's
off
still
the.
going to jet off. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Every day's a school day.
isn't it just?
Yeah, but also you can get down the back of the toilet. You can get to the places that chemicals and cloths can't get.
Yes, and if you're someone who's used to actually putting stuff down there, if you looked under a microscope, you would see fine scratches
Yes,
on your
yes.
porcelain. That's what they do. Well, that gives somewhere for the dirt to stick back
Yeah.
even more.
I seem to remember when I first did this, and I'm going back to, 25 years or something. When was 1995 or 94? It was however many. Oh, 30 years.
Yes.
It's the 30th anniversary of my starting in this business. Yeah, on live TV. But for some reason, I seem to remember Michael, who was the guest back in those days.
He was, yeah.
He used to use steam on plants. Was that
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
What's that for? What was that all
Oh,
about?
they love humidity plants.
Oh, no, right, okay.
You know, and let's face it, with our central heating that we have on, they dry out. I
Yeah.
mean, the rubber plants, they
Yeah.
love. Just spray the steam over.
Now, obviously not.
Oh,
Not
onto
close
it,
up, but
no.
just at a distance.
Yeah,
Because
just
actually,
put
if
it
you just spray it at my hand, if you spray it at
Hang on, let's switch
don't
him
try
on.
this at home.
No, please don't.
But obviously, you don't get near nor by the business end because it's hot. But if you go ahead and spray it, but over here, now it's there. It's already. I mean, it's warm. But also, it's not. It's pretty dry. My hand is not that wet.
not wet.
Don't ever go near because at
No,
the business end,
that's your cleaning point.
it's hole through hand. Brand new fridge freezer. Hello, we've got here.
Steady.
Yeah. Oh,
How
we've
long
got
have
some
you
stuff
had
in it.
this?
This.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
we've
So
only
ready?
just bought this thing.
And look at the eyes. That's getting to
Oh,
the eyes.
go
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you don't want to put chemicals in that, do you?
No, because
At
there's still
all.
food in there.
No, that's true. Just going to do that middle bit because...
Blimey, did you know that, Charlie? Did you see the ice back there? That's amazing.
Now I'm just going to wipe that, and I've just done that middle. Okay?
So you could defrost your freezer.
Yeah.
Should we we should turn it down a bit, or just keep it? Is it okay as
Let
it
me
is?
just do this part here. Defrost
Just
your
bring it on once a week.
freezer.
I'm just talking to Charlie. We just bring it on once a week for Bev to defrost for us. Yeah. Oh, that's
When-
what happens when you keep opening the fridge.
Ah,
I see.
there we go.
2
Well,
degrees
you can
centigrade. in there.
sanitise inside here at the same time.
Yeah.
Because all you're
But if you had
using-
meats and things, meat
Yeah.
packaging,
Well, yeah, you want to be able to clean it. And all you're using
I think
is
it's saying
water.
shut the door.
Yes, it is. But look at that middle bit now.
That's amazing.
So you can defrost your freezer.
Because I've got,
20 minutes.
I've got, my freezer has built up so much ice at the top that I can't get, it's hard to get the drawer in.
Yes.
And I haven't had a chance to completely defrost it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I'll use, oh, look
You know
at
the ones
that.
where the little doors where they drop down?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not mentioning any names, but somebody didn't shut it properly. And well, of course, it just had this explosion of ice.
Yeah, yeah.
20 minutes and I'd clean the whole lot. Even the ice was about that deep. In fact,
Amazing.
next time I'm going to get some ice and put it in the new freezer.
Ah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then,
Lloyd denies everything, by the way.
It does, yeah.
It's Bev's husband.
And I can
What
cook
about
that.
now? A little Dicky Bird told me that if you're redecorating and you want to strip wallpaper, don't go and rent a wallpaper stripper because didn't you say this is even better than some of the ones that
Yes.
you were just more powerful?
Because going back to the boiling kettle,
Yeah.
that's all your wallpaper strippers are, is a boiling kettle.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you've got super dry heated steam, it's more powerful.
Yeah.
Steam cleaners from Bolte will fetch up to 5 layers of wallpaper off.
5 layers.
5 layers.
So obviously, don't clean your wallpaper if you want to keep it on the walls.
No,
And
please
also, what's
don't.
the other place you don't use it on? Emulsion paint. So if you've got painted walls, it's okay on gloss paint, but on emulsion paint, it will literally take the paint
take
off the
it
walls.
off. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
now, so that's the floor one, but it does utilise up as your wallpaper stripper.
Yeah.
Right now, if you want to have an extension hose, you probably don't want to hold that.
Well,
okay?
but see, when you did the fridge, I would have, I think it's because I've watched the video so many times, I'd hold this and then use the extension in the fridge. But I suppose it depends. I mean, it's not very heavy, is it?
It's whatever's easiest.
It's whatever's
for you.
easiest for you, but
Yeah.
it don't make any difference, does it?
No, whatever's easiest for you, because now, if you've got your extension pose, you can then put that on.
Yeah.
You don't have to stand and hold that. You switch that on, and now, sorry, and now the magic wand.
Expecto Patronum.
Oh, look, disappear. All that ironing's been done. Isn't that good?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can use as
I was
say,
riding
if you want
Buckbeat
to.
the other day, and I thought, Buckbeat, you were a bit smelly. So I'm going to have to find a way to give you a little bit of wash down.
Who's that? Oh, right.
Buckbeak's one of my many pets. Oh, sorry, Hagrid's many pets.
Oh.
Then there's Fluffy, my 3-headed dog. He's very good at guarding things. Now we got Fluffy, he's down here, you see. He was walking down here. He's a bit bigger than this when he was a puppy.
Yes.
And that's what his footprints used to
Yeah,
look like.
and he started off small and he's got bigger and bigger. That's the magic.
That's what he does. He's magic, you see.
Yeah.
He gets bigger and
I
bigger.
think that's absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to put the extension hose on, okay?
Yep.
Just because I can.
Because you can.
Just because I can. Now,
You can.
the thing is, I don't want to push that stain further into the
No,
carpet.
no.
I want it to jump out, and like magic, I'm going to catch it just here, okay? So, hold your cloth in position,
Oh, look at that. It's
Yes.
magic.
literally.
Oh, Dumbledore will be really pleased with that, he will. My wand's broken, you see.
Is it?
I'm not really allowed to use magic.
Are you
Still
not?
learning.
Right, if I just do half of that, you will see how it's changed the texture of the carpet.
Look at
That's
that.
because it swelled those fibres open and it's released that dirt onto the cloth. When that cools down, that will go back to its original texture.
Now, you know when you've... this is from Gemma, who is... Gemma from Covent Garden. Sorry, not Gemma. Leslie. I just called Leslie Gemma. Sorry. That's because I did that joke last night. I'm so sorry, Leslie. This is from Leslie in Covent Garden.
I want to say, who's that?
Just up one floor up. I'm never going to live that down. And they don't even sound alike. She would like to know, you know, sometimes when you have furniture on carpet and it
Oh,
leaves
yeah.
an indent, will this
Yeah.
get rid of the
Yes,
indents?
don't have to put your ice cubes
Sorry,
back on it
Leslie.
now and
Oh my
lift
God.
it up. Just use the steam and it will bring the fibres back, just like it swelled them open. Also, if you get candle wax onto the carpet, it will actually melt candle wax.
It will. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very good. Now, did you ever do the lime scale on that?
Yes.
Oh,
it
you
is, isn't it?
did?
Yeah. Just,
So
and that-
lime scale remover is one of the most expensive chemicals you can buy, isn't it? And it doesn't always work.
no, it doesn't.
Get all these little bits and bobbles.
And also, it's a chemical again.
JK,
Now-
if you're watching, I know you've got a TV show coming up. Everyone used to think I look like Robbie Coltrane, you see. And Hagrid in Harry Potter was played by Robbie Coltrane. And
Yes,
he talked
he
like
was,
this,
yes.
you see.
Yes.
So I'm hoping, being an actor and all, that I'll be the new Hagrid
Oh,
in the
fantastic.
TV show, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to grow a bit now.
What?
Weren't he about 8 foot tall?
Well, yes, but it was movie magic, darling.
Oh.
He wasn't really 8 feet tall.
Oh, that's...
No, we're about the same height and about the same width. Well, were, obviously. Rest in peace. Everyone's a critic, aren't they, tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'll put my Harry Potter knowledge up against yours any old day, love.
Me, I haven't got
Not
any.
Charlie. Charlie might just beat me. We'll see. We'll have to have a Potter off, won't we? Charlie loves Harry Potter too. Charlie thinks I'd be a good Hagrid, right? Yeah. So does everyone who's a Harry Potter fan that I've ever met. There were a couple of Harry Potter fans at the last company I worked for, and when they heard about the TV show, they said, "You've got to be the new Hagrid."
Yes.
And I said, "That's an excellent idea. I shall contact the producer immediately," and I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're still waiting?
Well, they haven't. They're down to 3 people to write it. I think March. They might have actually announced. I don't know. They've almost. They're at that point where they're about to announce who's going to be the showrunner, who's going to write the show.
Oh, right.
And then once they've got the showrunner on board and they start then they will get to the casting. Well, you know, when I emailed the producer, it was in the middle of the writers and actors strike, so it was very premature. But he was very kind and got back to me, and so let's just say it's a work in progress.
Oh, very good. Excellent.
Anyways, speaking of Harry Potter, these accessories are magic.
They are magic. And you get all of these accessories. Okay, you've got the triangle brush, which I find very useful in the corner, in the bath. You've also got your brush, which you can use that for absolutely anything. Now, this one's quite good.
I like this one.
Isn't this brilliant? Because this one you can use on your plug hole because it's the same size as your plug hole. But notice how it's actually cut at an angle, because when you're scrubbing porcelain and things like that, it's very slippy and you tend to slip off. That's how it's shaped, so it will go round and round, get rid of the dirt with the steam without slipping off the end.
Bev, I've just heard something.
What you just heard, darling?
I've just heard klaxons and alarms and sirens going off in my head.
Oh, I thought
If everyone checks out, we're down literally just 40% of the stock left. Now, what tends to happen on these shows when we're live until 3, usually people watch and then they buy at the end. So that will take another chunk of the stock down. But also a lot of people now who don't stay up, they record us or they go and watch us on YouTube at ShopOnTV Live, and then they buy in the morning. So usually by the time I wake up at sort of, 1, 2 in the afternoon, it sometimes can be double what was bought in the live show has sold. So what I'm trying to say is I would recommend you check out as soon as you know you want this, because it might sell out in the morning and you go to buy it and it's not available. So now, sorry, Leslie, say that again. So, Calliope, is that right? Calliope, sorry, excuse our ignorance, Calliope. Just wondering if it's safe to spray the fridge with the food just in. We just did that. Well, there aren't any chemicals in this. We just literally did that.
We didn't need to empty the fridge because
I wouldn't spray chemicals in the fridge while there's food in there. No, this is just steam, Justine. It's just Calliope. That's just literally hot water that's turned into steam that's doing the cleaning.
I think
and sanitizing.
Did you mean, Calliope, that you sprayed a chemical into your fridge and got it on the food?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, possibly.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter. You don't have to empty your fridge because
no.
you're just using Mother Nature. Also, things like your seals down the side here,
do you know
that's where all the germs
There are more germs, the more germs in that seal than anywhere else in the house. Yeah. And also, by the way, let's say the great thing about this, let's say you've just come home and you've had chicken in the fridge, and now you want to put something fresh in there, or an open plate or something. You can just get this out. You can just go over it really quickly to kill the meat germs and bacteria before you put the fresh food in, because this will kill up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria, viruses, and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just by using the power of steam at 120 degrees, and it does it near instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, remember you get all of this amazing stuff with your machine. We've put the entire kit and caboodle together for you. Goodness me, that's a lot of stuff, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. Should we read it out or not?
Flexible steam home,
Okay.
flat lance accessory and socket, window squeegee and socket, small rectangular brush with nylon bristles, small triangular brush with nylon bristles. Go for it.
Small round brush with round bristles. Small round brush with nylon bristles. I'm boring myself by saying this. Carpet/rug frame, steam concentrator, steam lance, parking clip, and microfiber floor cloths ×2. Can you wash your cloths?
You can wash your cloths. Give it a good hot wash. No fabric conditioner. Even the cloth that goes on the bottom of the floor, all the sockets that you get with, you can wash.
Shall we go back to the iron?
Yes,
Let's go back to the iron. Before we do, though, here's a little reminder of actually a few people I've just heard are ordering the Forza Spira. This is the Forza Spira Slim. This is a really, really superb deal. This is the bundle where you get the accessories as well. We sold just the vacuum for £147, and £44 was the price for the accessories. We've given you all of that together for one bumper price of just £2 more. So basically we're giving you £42 worth of extra clobber for nothing extra on the price. So you get the extra turbo brush, you also get the extra HEPA filter, and you get the multi-angular brush, all included that normally you wouldn't get for that one price. So the green is the SR110, and the blue is the SR100. They're both the same price, they're both exactly the same vacuum. The only difference is, of course, the colour. So there are the details for the blue on the screen now. Definitely recommend this. Comes with a docking base as well, and a crevice tool, and a dusting brush. Ideal for all floors, rechargeable, cordless, powerful, and really, I think, just one of the best irons that, vacuum cleaners that money can buy. Sorry, I was navigating, sitting on my stool there and almost went over the edge. Right then, I've got a question on the steam cleaner just before we move on to the iron. Lovely Carol is out there. Hi Carol, how are you doing? Is it very heavy in the handheld module?
No.
No.
Not at all,
Not even
Carol.
about a kilo, I'd say? With the water? No? A bit more?
What, sorry? Say that again.
But the handheld module of the steam cleaner when it's handheld?
The weight of
About
it?
a kilo?
I'd say so, yes.
With the water, maybe
absolutely.
1.1.
Honestly, Carol, it's not heavy. I don't do heavy these days. I really don't. I can't.
No.
And I must admit, it's not heavy. And also, you've got the facility of sitting it on the surface and using the lance if that's all you want.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can get your, your assistant or to carry it around if you want to. Now, Ashley, apparently, did I hear it's someone's birthday? It's Ashley's birthday. I wonder how old Ashley is. Should we sing happy birthday to Ashley?
Yes, let's do.
Right, ready?
Are you
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah. I was
on,
just
then.
counting in, you see.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you.
It's mine next Tuesday.
That'll be a tenner.
Next
a
Wednesday.
tenner.
Sorry, next Wednesday.
No, I said that will be a tenner. You're not going to be working on Wednesday, are you?
I'm not. No, I'm sorry.
Am I in? No, I'm not in on Wednesday.
No,
So
I'm not.
happy birthday to
Thank
you
you,
for Wednesday.
thank
Happy
you,
birthday
thank
to
you,
you for
thank
Wednesday.
you, thank you,
Happy birthday, dear Bev, for Wednesday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
Most beautiful Queen of Clean.
Oh, what was that?
The woman who can do anything with steam. She's really great.
It's yours soon, isn't it?
She's never late.
Oh, have you had yours?
Charlie's had hers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Charlie. I missed that. Happy birthday, my darling.
When was it?
I know she's usually around about the same time as me.
Oh, we'll have to make sure that goes on the crew rota for next year. Anyone else got any birthdays? Anyone else on the
Anybody
crew?
else?
Yeah.
No?
If you've got a birthday and you would like a birthday message, we'll give you a birthday message. You can, or if somebody's, hey, if you like, but all part of the service here on ITV. If you've got somebody whose birthday is and you want them to record a birthday message for them, we'll do that for you on the air, and then you can record it and you can show it to them on their birthday.
Oh, how
Like one of those
nice.
cameo things, only
Very
cheaper
good
because we'll do it for
idea.
nothing. Yeah.
Got by an iron, though.
That's right, yeah. Price of
or
entry,
buy an
buy an
iron.
iron. No, we can't even do that.
No, we can't.
Can't even ask that. But I would suggest, if you know what's good for you, you buy the iron. Because this ain't any old iron.
It ain't any old
It's a brand
iron.
new iron, and it doesn't even have a knob.
It doesn't have a knob.
Why hasn't it got a knob?
Because it doesn't need a knob.
Doesn't need a knob.
No, it's a one temperature salt plate. So there's no point having a knob on there, okay?
No?
Right,
Why?
no, not
But
at all.
they all need a knob.
No, they don't. Not all irons need a knob.
This
No,
one
if it's
doesn't
a
need a knob.
faulty
But
iron,
why doesn't an iron need a knob, and why
because
doesn't this one have one?
has only 750 watts of heat on the salt
So
plate.
it's not variable heat.
So it doesn't need it. But also, you've got 5 times more steam on this iron because steam gets rid of creases, not heat.
So they've eliminated the ability to change the one thing that all it will probably do is just ruin your clothes. If you have it too hot and you melt your fabric.
Yeah.
It's not about heat. Heat doesn't remove creases. Steam does. Steam relaxes the fibres. What this does do, which it produces in ludicrous quantities, is 8 bar of pressure. 8 bar, that's a lot of pressure, and that is a pro-level iron. 240 grams a minute, I think. So it's continuous, superheated, dry steam that literally takes creases and obliterates them.
It obliterates them. But look how neat it is as well. It's not huge. I mean, that's a steam generating iron. So you've not got one of these great big huge ones. Also, you can add water to this as and when you want. You don't have to wait for it to cool down. You can add that there.
Yep.
You can use tap water. You don't have to buy the, ionized water and all that because this is a self-cleaning iron. So you've got a cleaning facility.
The arms come out and it just kind of scrubs it back.
Scrubs it down. And what it does, okay, on the top of the iron, if I can just turn this around.
I think you can.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
There we
There
go.
we are.
Right, okay. You can see in the middle, there's like a clock face, right?
Yeah.
That will actually flash at you to tell you that it needs cleaning. All you need to do is just fill it up with water as you would normally do. Switch it on. You press and hold the little spanner button there. That will kickstart the cleaning process off. All you need to do is hold that over a bowl or the sink because as it's washing it through, it'll wash all the limescale out of the tank onto there.
Right.
Also has an auto shut off. So if you go and leave it and forget about it, it will automatically shut itself off.
Awesome.
Heats up in 1 minute.
Uno
1 minute.
minuto.
Isn't that brilliant? So that one shirt in the morning that you might need, or
And remember, this is not. I want to say what it's not, and then I want to say what it is.
Okay.
So you've got a nice big water tank there. It's not drawing the water out of the tank through the hose and then into the iron and heating it in the iron, is
No,
it? No.
it's heating it into the capillaries.
There is a boiler behind the tank.
Yes.
Which
Capillaries
is
that's in there inside
heating
the
and
boiler.
pressurizing.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
it. Exactly. And that's what that does. And that's why it heats up in a minute.
Yeah.
Also, you can get into that boiler to be able to clean because a lot of boilers, they're sealed and you can't get rid of the lime scale. That's why this is got a cleaning program on that'll flush it out of the way. And it goes out through the top of the iron plate itself.
Amazing. Right, because we're running out of time, we've only got about 20 minutes or so left on the show.
You're joking.
25 actually. I know it's flown by.
It's flown.
It's not like we're counting the minutes. I'm just thinking of my Stella, my cold Stella. So I said to my son, if I come home and you've forgotten to buy them, it's going to be really disappointing.
You're going to be looking for a new home.
Exactly. Again, other beers are available. All right. So what I'm suggesting is, why don't we do a lightning round? I promise you, I will shut up. I'll go off and do something over there.
I just want to do this first.
Why? Apparently, no, I'm not allowed to do that.
What?
But I will be quiet and I'll just coo and awe while you do. Go. Let's do everything you've got. Everything you've got left. Go.
Okay, right. We have got sweatshirts with a logo. That's it. Okay. Hang on. Let's do this leg, arm. How's that? Okay, that's that one done. Okay. Nice and finished. You know, when these are all done, can I go home? Don't you dare bring your ironing in for me. Thank you. Everybody wants to bring their ironing in. Buy the poulty. I don't even bring my own ironing in. Right, no, this is linen. Linen. It's normally, I know I love linen.
I guess I'm going to
summertime,
have to say
I love
the occasional thing because it's making everyone feel really awkward when I'm not saying anything. So
What are you doing? It's fine. Do you know, I've got a lovely linen, like shirt dress. But oh dear, when you take it out the wardrobe, sometimes it looks like I've slept in it. But do you know, when it's been ironed, it's fantastic. But look at the difference.
totally crease free.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't see the marks of where the creases once was.
No.
It gets rid of them completely.
It gets
That's
rid of them.
what you
It's
want.
like bish,
Oh,
bash,
can I
bosh.
just
Get out
talk
of it,
about bedding
crease.
very quickly?
Yep.
Because
Oh,
I'm going to give
just
you
changing
a
buttock.
tip now. You can either wash your bedding, dry it, fold it into probably 3 or 4 layers and iron it this way on the ironing board.
Right.
Or you can wash and dry your bedding. You can take it and remake the bed with it. Then you take your iron to the bed and you iron it while it's on the bed, because you're going to do 2 things. Not only are you going to get rid of the creases, but what else you're going to do is you are going to deodorize your quilt cover, your mattress, because you're going to do the actual mattress as well, but also the pillows at the same time.
4 layers.
4
front
layers.
and back.
Okay.
Crease free.
But that needs a wash.
Right.
Okay, so what about wool?
Cashmere? Is that cashmere?
I think this is lamb's
Angora,
wool.
lamb's
Angora, lamb's wool. Delicate,
Très délicat.
but also we've got, well, I'm not quite sure what that is on there. It's some sort of, it's a little bit like lace and netting, isn't it? It's very fine and delicate, but watch how easy it is to iron. Also, it brings this back to life.
Yeah. You're not even touching
No.
really the fabric.
I don't need to.
Because it's the steam that does the work.
Yep.
As I always say, and quite literally, quite seriously, you know, whether people may laugh at me when I say I work as a professional actor. If you don't believe me, go and have a look on IMDb. But so when I work on big film and TV sets, as I frequently do, all the wardrobe departments use vertical steamers. They never use an iron. I've never even seen an iron on set.
No.
It's all, you know, every costume that every actor has ever worn in certainly the last 30 years I've been in the business, they've never used an iron. It's always a vertical steam plate. Steam,
Yeah,
because they
steam.
know steam gets rid of wrinkles,
Yeah.
not heat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can use this vertically, which I'll do next. And you get a lot of irons that will iron vertically, but only for a short space of time, because after that time, it will turn back to water, and then you're wetting your garments through, or more importantly, you're scalding your arm because the water's running down your arm.
Yeah.
That's a cotton shirt. That is normally very difficult to do, but not with your Pulte iron. Now, going back to what you said about your vertical ironing, let's say, I don't know, you changed your mind in the morning, the weather's changed and you thought, oh, well, I want to wear that skirt now. 1 minute heat up time and you are good to go. You don't even have to get the board out.
No.
And that's how quick and simple.
Technically, you don't even need to iron a board. If you think all you're going to do is vertical iron,
Yeah.
don't even bother with the board. If you are going to use the board, though, you do need to get the one that is steam generator iron compatible, like the Pulte one we have on our website. And also, say that again, Leslie. So Danielle says, "Hi Rob, would love it if I said congratulations to her mum and dad, Joey and Diane." Joey and Diane, hold on, excuse me 1 second.
Joey and Diane, congratulations.
Joey and Diane, congratulations on 20 years of marriage. I don't know how you've done it. I never managed more than a handful. But well done to you. Have an amazing anniversary. I hope you get up to all kinds of mischief that seal the next 20 years. Hey, Bev?
Yes, definitely.
That is from your lovely daughter. Thank you. Whose name is Danielle, by the way. But you probably know that. Good. That's a tenner, please.
Would have to put a price
Just
up.
kidding.
It's no good.
I'll have to set up a Patreon, won't I?
You will. That's quite true.
That is hideous.
Yeah, it is hideous.
I was really worried about saying
How
that
long
because
have
that
you
might
known
have
me,
been it
Paul?
might have been your favourite top, you know, and I was like really stick my foot in my mouth.
How long have you known me? A long
Although I
time.
can tell you an interesting fact.
Go on then.
Butterflies originally were called flutterbys.
My mum always called them flutterby.
But that's what they were originally called because they used to flutter by.
Ah.
But over the years it just got reversed as language often gets bastardised. But they were originally called flutterbys because they would
Flutterby.
flutter by.
That's flutterby, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You could wear it backwards and you've got wings.
Oh.
It's not just Red Bull that gives you wings.
Ah,
Hideous sequin tops can do it too.
they can, yes, absolutely. Could have saris though, with all the beads
Oh, that's
on.
a good idea. I do love a sari. I'm a massive fan of Bollywood. It fascinates me, the dancing and the singing.
Oh, I know.
would love to be in a Bollywood movie because oftentimes the villain in a Bollywood movie, they frequently hire British actors to play those roles.
Oh.
You know, I'm not going to be bangasizing, no, or shaking my tail feather anytime soon, but I do play a good bad guy, I have to say. It's my stock and trade.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Russian mafia is brilliant out.
Yeah, any Eastern Europe, I have lots of Eastern European languages. I've done Czech, I did recently. I've done Ukrainian. I've done what else? Polish, all kinds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I speak Russian. Now, not all Eastern European languages are the same, but many are very similar. And so, if you understand one, you can pick up
Pick up the other one.
Yeah.
What about things that's got beads on, or you've got little tiny ribbons on?
Paul, our director, just said, "I think it's shrunk in the wash." Oh, lovely! That would tickle me. That did.
But how easy is that?
Oh, it's only 15 minutes
Oh,
to
it's
go
only
now.
15 minutes,
But hurry up, Bev,
Tiger.
because it's
Right.
flying by.
It's flying by. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at that, with pleats and also
I don't know, I love those skirts.
a lyric.
I think because I'm a fan of legs,
Yes.
and in the summer when you know the legs come out, I just find that very attractive in a woman, that wearing that kind of garment. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be creepy.
No.
I'm not going around with a pair of blooming binoculars, ogling people up. You know, come on now.
No, they took them off you, didn't they?
They did take them off me. That's right.
Right.
I use opera glasses now.
Right, what about all these jackets that you can buy now that says washable on, and you think, oh, don't need to take them to the dry cleaners, they'll be fine. And then when you get them out the washer, they look something like this, and you think,
Oh dear.
wish I hadn't have bothered.
Well, you almost go. There was a shirt my son bought, and he wore it once, and I don't know if it was linen or what. And when it came out the washing machine, it looked like that, and I thought, how the heck am I ever going to be able to get that back to normal?
Yeah.
And oh, hello.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. And I said, yes, do it yourself. I said, no, but he loves. No, you see, he
Yeah.
wouldn't use the regular iron, but he does love using the Pulte because it is. I know it sounds like a stupid thing to say, but it is fun to use.
It is,
really
and
is
it's
a pleasure
easy.
to use.
Yeah, it's easy. Now, you know, when my daughter was at university, right, I sent her with a Pulte iron, and she used to share the digs with, I think there were 4 or 5 lads.
That could do with a wash as well because
Yeah,
the
it
steam was
could.
just stuck. That's
Yeah.
woof.
Yeah, it's ready for a
That's
wash.
pongy.
So she shared it with about 5 lads. So the deal was they did the cooking and everything else, and she did their ironing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Only they didn't realise that she'd got a faulty iron. So at the end of the time, they said, "Oh well, you know, you've done all this ironing. We'll take you out. We'll treat you for a meal." So that's what they did.
Nice.
They never realised, you see, that it used to take her literally
Seconds.
to do it.
Yeah. We had, was that Joseph? Joseph, he's, Joseph from where was it again? Northamptonshire. Hi, Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
How are you doing? He's written this quite carefully on Poulty, some facts apparently. So he's written about lots of the items, but we're going to, as we're obviously showing you the Vaporella, we're going to give you Joseph's facts about the Vaporella. He says, enter the Vaporella, the ironing maestro that's been revolutionising crease crushing for over 4 decades. It's not just ironing, it's a symphony of smoothness. A ballet of pressing perfection. We're talking shirts that are impeccably sharp. They're practically lethal.
I love it. Very good.
And then he goes on about others. But I love that. Very nice. Where can you stack these marvels of cleanliness? Look no further. Or where can you snag, these marvels of whatever it was. Look no further than ShopOnTV, the home of hot deals on Poulty's finest. Well, Joseph.
Excellent, Joseph.
Either you are a copywriter or you should be one.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Symphony of I love the word symphony. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Thank you for taking the time.
I like the word, when I'm doing copywriting, if I can sneak in the word panacea anywhere, because I do all the script writing as well for this channel. So I'm the one that everyone, the favourite one I came up with was once you pay, it's on the way. But yeah, all those promos, I wrote all of those.
Oh,
so, showing off now. Yeah.
Clever man, you know.
No, just
You are.
Just clearly got far too much time on my hands. Not anymore.
Oh, yes.
Not anymore.
Just going back to, was the name Rebecca? Don't forget to send me your number, Rebecca. I've got to sort you. Was it Rebecca? Can you remember?
If you can't remember her name, it doesn't bode well.
Well, I'm not going out with her.
I know. Well, if I can't remember her name, it definitely doesn't bode well.
Say it properly.
Fiona.
Oh, Fiona.
Was it Fiona?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have so many adoring fans. And Doris apologised for calling me Steve. Steve, you don't. Steve. Now I'm calling you Steve. There you go. Don't worry, Steve. It's no problem. I've been called a lot worse, as I've said. I don't mind.
Right, workwear. Okay.
Thank you to everyone who's been emailing tonight. I really love having.
Isn't it been
this
nice?
interaction.
Yeah.
Well, I said 20 years ago, what I'd love is an ITV show where it's just me and the audience. I just sit on the telly and respond to the audience, and we'll see where the show goes.
What
And that's
good
essentially
idea.
what they've done, unknowingly and unwittingly. Although we throw in a bit of product information from time to time as well.
That's it. I do me ironing.
Yeah, you come over, you do some ironing, we chat about the iron, and we have a
Clean
bit
the
of a
floor.
laugh. Clean the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love Bev is part of the furniture here now. She really is. One of the family.
I clean most of it. So.
Exactly, that's right. £99 gets you one of these irons. I mean, come on now. Down from 179, this is the lowest price we've ever sold this iron for. This is, what would you say, mid to high range, this one, isn't it?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, so
absolutely, yeah.
The top of the range one, you're looking at, I think, 500 quid, isn't it, for the very top of the range?
Oh,
But
they can be.
For home use, that would be overkill.
Well,
But this
yeah.
is, I mean, this is,
Tanks are
it's up
huge.
there. Yeah, tanks are huge. I mean, if you have to do, days of ironing, if it's a profession, if it's for a job,
Yeah.
then yeah. But, how many litres is that tank again? One point something?
1.6, I think.
1.6.
Yes, 1.6.
So, I mean, that's going to give you a lot of ironing time, isn't it?
You will get 45 minutes to an hour's worth of Poulty ironing. And remember, Poulty ironing, it gets it 53% faster.
Yeah, yeah.
So really, you're looking at nearly 2 hours worth of ironing before you need to fill it.
Amazing. And that more than enough for home use. Let's do a couple more bits of shirt. Let's get shirty, and then Leslie's determined to get me off my bum.
Is she, darling?
No, I know.
She's a hard task.
She is.
She's a hard.
She's
task
a hard.
to
But
understand.
that's why.
Can we just talk about the ironing board just before we go,
Yeah.
if that's possible?
I should have just pretended I didn't hear what Leslie said about the floor, shouldn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Go on then, tell us about the ironing board, because Leslie loves a good ironing board, she does.
Nice and wide, extra
Yeah,
wide.
yeah.
Okay, you've also got this nice section where your iron will sit, which enables you now to utilize the whole of the board, wherein sometimes you have to have your iron on the board and then you lose part of the board. Also, you've got nice sturdy legs on this ironing board. It's also height adjustable. You've got a nice padded ironing board cover. Please don't.
Comes with it, by the way.
Yeah, comes with it. Yeah. All washable. Also, you've got the nice large holes for the steam to pass through, because when you're using this amount of steam, you have to have an ironing board that has holes in a purpose to pass that steam to come
Otherwise, you get puddles of water.
You
Bev,
get
do you know what? We are remiss. Oh, I'm afraid that the plane has sold out now. The plane has gone. The plane has departed. But we do have the geometric, which obviously the pattern doesn't affect the performance. Bev, we are remiss.
Are we, darling?
Well, there's something rather important about Polty products that we haven't explained to our lovely audience yet.
Yes. Well, you see, they don't, you know, you don't very often need it, I have to say, but I will tell you, just in case you do. If you have any problems with your Polty products, you don't have to struggle back to the post office and take them back. They actually come to your home and they collect your product. They will either exchange or repair it, and then they will get it back in your home between 5 to 7 working days. Now, it's guaranteed for 2 years. After that 2 years, the service still remains the same. The only difference being is you would have an estimate for the work to be done. They are in Italy, but they don't come from Italy.
No.
They're actually based in Manchester in this country.
And presumably the phone number information is in the packaging when you get the product,
it's all in there's a booklet, a fantastic information booklet in there. Or other than that, go on their website. All the details are for their numbers to get customer services for the engineer.
Super duper. What do we call that? White glove service.
Yes. Do you know, many years ago, I paid more for the actual service for a television that I was insuring extra than what this iron is.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, this is 863521. It is your Polty Vaporella Express VE 3030. It is, I think, actually, of all the irons, Polty irons we do, well, they're all great. And I think this one it's a very smart unit. It really is, and it does what we've shown you it does. You can't fake it, but it is the best price we've had on this iron. It's 80 quid off, basically. £99 gets you this to your door in 3 to 5 working days. Just give us a call, 03333 241 241. Or, if you prefer to order online, shopontv.co.uk. But please make sure you check out your baskets, because you won't get it if you don't. You've got to pay, apparently. Let's just go back briefly, shall we, to the Polty Vaporetto SV610 2-in-1 steam system. Now, again, this is from the company that invented the technology of the steam generator iron, and then in 1983 took that technology and put it into steam cleaning products for your floors and around your home. Accept no imitations. If it's a Polty, you know you are getting supreme quality, and you are getting technology that works. If you have been bitten by buying steam mops in the past that are inferior, our apologies for that. Obviously, they would not have been a Polty. This is the real deal. This is the stuff. These are the machines that do work. They do kill up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria, viruses, mold spores, all that horrible stuff. Do you really kill a spore? Is a spore alive? I don't know. I don't know a lot about bacteria.
No,
Probably is.
Well, I would have thought so.
Well, bacteria is alive, obviously, yeah. But you get 50 quid off, £129. It comes with an absolute myriad of accessories, and it stores neatly under a desk if you so want it to. But at the end of the day, not only does it kill the germs, which means you can potentially eliminate all of the cleaning products from your home, but it actually cleans really effectively. Oh, William, who emailed earlier, he's got the Forza Spira. He says, hi, everybody.
Hi, William.
Hi, William. Thanks to the apparently brilliant show. So
you.
he's, he says he has to get it. He hasn't got it yet. Oh, he has got it. He's bought it. He bought the Forza Spirit Slim.
Oh, well done.
That's the one Bev uses, actually. To be honest, we do a couple of Polty vacuums. I'd buy the Forza Spirit Slim.
Yeah, I like the slim.
yeah.
Yeah, I must admit.
Really good value too. And good morning. Hi, Lawrence,
Morning,
watching as well. Thank you to everybody. And all those who haven't emailed in, hello to you as well. And thank you for watching. I'm here Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. So if you love me, you know when to tune in. And if you hate me, you know when to avoid me. Tomorrow, Richard Meyer will be here with, with what now? Well, we've got a new product. It's called the Wonder Broom.
I need one of them.
Ooh, and that's with Sean and Hayley, who are back with you through till Thursday.
I need the Wonder Broom.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Shall we just? I'll leave it to you, Bev, for the last few demonstrations, and
Okay.
I'm off
I'm
to
going to
order a
clean
cab.
this
I'll see
black
you.
floor.
Thank you very much indeed.
You go and sit down a minute, because obviously
No, don't be silly. I'm just.
you've
kidding.
worked hard
I'm in
all
it
night.
until the bitter end, Bev.
Yes.
I never leave a man in the trenches.
No.
No, you're a woman.
I hope so. I hope you don't. I don't.
Oh, Fiona sent a phone number.
Oh, good. Pass it on. Thank you.
Well, let's just photograph. I mean, you've seen me. It's only fair.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay.
If I
going
meet
to-
the future ex-Mrs. Locke on television,
Yes,
that'd be
you
hilarious,
could.
wouldn't it?
Do you know, I got my friend who's been married 30 years together.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Look at that. Drier than that, cleaner than that. And I say it's a lot easier than doing that.
And also, you have peace of mind in knowing that 99.9% of the germs and all the nasties have been eradicated.
What's that?
Sorry, I just dropped a clanger.
Right, stubborn
It's an
stains.
internal.
Do you know, I like this idea
Problem.
of this mop. It's got a scrubbing brush on the bottom.
I love it.
Isn't that a brilliant idea? A scrubbing brush on the
Who'd have
bottom.
thought? On the bottom, a scrubbing brush on the bottom. That sounds great.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. You think of everything, you know, these.
They do.
People at
Geniuses.
Polty.
Geniuses they are.
Do you know, I was very lucky that I was invited to the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to walk down a red
carpet? Oh,
yeah,
I know,
it
I
was
like doing
very,
a bit of red carpet.
Should have seen me trying to struggle down the red carpet with about 9-inch heels on.
I know how you mean. I mean, Bev.
what you want.
I know. But I love that. That's the glamorous part.
I know.
Yeah. Most of the rest of it, not glamorous. We've put in probably about 100 hours
Hold
this
there
week,
a
haven't
minute,
we?
sorry.
We're
Yeah,
out of
sorry.
time. That's all right. No. And thank you, by the way, Joseph just emailed a poem. Thank you very much. We don't have time to read it out, but apparently it's brilliant. Thank you to Charlie for all her hard work tonight, floor managing, setting all of this up as well with Bev.
Oh, yes, they're
Thank you,
all
Bev, my darling.
always a pleasure.
Thank you to your husband, Lloyd, who works really hard on these shows as
Yeah,
well.
no, I think he's asleep in that
Thank
chair.
you to Leslie, the producer of all producers, and of course not forgetting Paul, who is such a great director. He never cuts me off when I'm in the middle of a